Maybe with a different species. Maybe with a better species. I would go Jin, but Jin cannot go Kiku. Hmm. Hmm. Jin Necromancer might be good, however. Something to try later. For now, I really want to go for a Kiku character. I really want to go for a Kiku character. Like, I have so many things that I want to try with new Necromancer. Like, I want to try Mommy Necromancer, but I don't want to try Mommy Necromancer of Kiku because I know that's not gonna go well. Um, so I would have to go Ashensari with the Mommy because that's pretty much the only way to make Mommy good. Um, I haven't gone Ashensari in a while. Let's do it. You've been enjoying Vampire. I have to go Vampire. Someone earlier also suggested Octopus. Mm, okay. It's nice that these guys have +2 spellcasting. That's actually super sweet. You can get to 5 necroman or 5 spellcasting instead of 4, and have a lot of mana to be able um, to be able to I wonder what that guy had, a spear. Okay. You can get a lot of mana to be able to Vamp Drain a lot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Being able to Vamp Drain a lot is really nice. Octopus is the answer is the abbreviation is OP. I mean, it is OP, but it's not OP from the very beginning. That would be Minotaur. Or Jin is also not OP from the very beginning. It's just very strong. Mm, wow, double D1 nulls. Fortunately, that one didn't really hit me well. Intelligence. You feel more in power with or more in touch with the power of death. It said. More in touch with the powers of death. That means that I get the enhancer to necromancy. You're in touch with the powers of death. Your necromancy spells are more powerful. The second level of this mutation enhances your necromancy spell power further. So yeah, it just gives you extra spell power on necromancy. Look at that. It's almost maxed already, and I'm on D1. My D1 also has had obscenely high amounts of experience. I barely explored outside of the bolt of the starting bolt, and I got so much experience. Um, I hope that this character also finds the Book of Decay, because that book seems to be pretty much the only book that has Dispel on Death. And Dispel on Death is a very important part of being a Necromancer. There's some things that you straight up cannot kill unless you have Dispel on Death or you hybridize. Um, what is this? Ignite Poison. Okay, it is Ignite Poison. Raw Willpower. I shall pick that up. Willpower is not as important for a Mommy as it would be for other species because Mommy gets 5 willpower per level up. It's one of their only good things that they have. 5 willpower per level up is massive. Massive willpower. Mommy just seems like a challenged species. That's because it is. It is a challenged species. It's not meant to be easy. But it's less miserable than playing a cat, yeah, or a Spriggan. At least you can kill things as a Mommy. It takes a while for you to be able to kill things, and you cannot really diversify or hybridize a lot. And you also cannot drink potions, of course, but yeah, it's really, really strong. So we got 2 books with Ignite Poison already. I hope that we find Toxic Radiance. As I mentioned with my first Necromancer, Toxic Radiance and Ignite Poison are like the greatest thing to have when you're playing a Necromancer because you can just spam zombies and undead and then just cast that and it's not gonna be an issue for your dudes. Like it's not gonna hurt them. They're all immune to poison. So it synergizes really, really well. We have been getting some crazy spells, like Irradiate, for example. That's something that qualifies as a crazy spell. Hmm. Did I not? Oh, I haven't not learned Vamp Train yet. Let's learn that. Let's learn Animate that as well. Mm. So yeah, going Ashinsari is crucial for what I'm trying to do here. because Ashensari gives me a lot of free experience. Quite a lot of free experience, actually. And yeah, Mommy's aptitudes are horrible. They have -2 in pretty much everything, except for very few things. Ashensari helps a lot with that. Ashensari also helps in many other regards. You cannot be confused. You have immunity to getting shafted, or in general immunity to exploration traps. That includes the mark traps, which normally you would remove with a potion of cancellation, but Mommy doesn't get potions either. Um, there's some upsides of being on death, being a mommy. There's a reason why people use mommy form, um, and mommy just has them on all the time. And it just so happens that for the very beginning of the game, those upsides are not particularly much of an upside, but later on they will be. If I was to go to extended, I would say that mommies are pretty okay for extended with their torment immunity and everything. Um, Save Muna. You hear the slow rusting of a drain. That means that the drain is right here. Alright. Let's go into the drain. This is much easier to do than the D7 Bailey that I got before. Yeah, this one I can actually do. You know what's disappointing about the D7 Bailey? I missed two darts in a row. I think I missed 3 darts in a row actually, with the third one just killing me. So yeah, if I had hit one of those 3 darts, I would have been able to survive there. But yeah, variance was just not on my side with that character. It's a shame too because it already has Disper Undead and Death channel. It was on track for being a pretty strong character. What do you think of Arcane Marksman? It's good because it has a launcher, and launchers are good in the early game in this current version of the game. Oh yeah, a nice upside from Mommy that you do get to experience from the very beginning of the game is their immunity to poison, so you don't have to worry about getting destroyed by a couple of brigands just shooting you with 8 poison darts or a Curare dart. Curare. Yeah, pretty nice. So, I got Irradiate. Normally I would be a bit happier to get Irradiate than I am with this character. It's very, very expensive to hybridize with a mommy, as I just mentioned earlier. And by extension, using Irradiate, which is a level 5 dual school spell, might be very difficult to do. But we shall see how it goes. With a bit of luck, I might actually be able to do it. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We did the sewer. We didn't really get a lot out of it, because remember, you can't drink, and sewers usually have a lot of potions of heal wounds among their loot, but we got an okay amount of scrolls that I am going to proceed to identify with my scrolls of identify. Normally you would identify the potions first, but mommy, after all. That's a scary thing to fight. I'm gonna fight it close to the stairs down there. I can maybe kill this guy, but I do know that if it gets within melee range, it's not gonna go well for me. Here we go. Okay, we got a big weapon, a halberd of protection. Protection is, in my opinion, a pretty good brand for the early game. It's, in my opinion, the early game equivalent of Vampiric, where it just reduces the damage that you take, and in the late game, Vampiric kind of also does the same. We got a very important ring of fire resistance. Mummies start with weakness to fire and cold resistance, so any monster that has a fire attack is going to be dangerous for a mummy. And they're not going to have that much of an issue with monsters that are ice damaging. Though they might still be dangerous, of course. You do not, or you should not underestimate them. Gosak, Ru, but no, what we're looking for is Ashensari. Gosak and Ru are fine, but Ashensari is the best god in the game. I really think that Ashensari is the best god in the game as it is right now. Okay, finally we land a hit on the Orc Wizard. I decided to do that because I was at very high HP, so I was like, why not? Um, gonna replace the row for the row of cold resistance. I don't really need the willpower that much. As I mentioned, they get 5 willpower per level up. So right now I have quite a lot of willpower. And I shouldn't be hexed by things. Let's see, Orc Wizard. It has a 33% chance to confuse me. Never mind. I better be resistant to that because that's gonna be more of a threat than just getting hit in melee at this very early stage of the game. The level has an ogre, so I am incentivized to just leave it and go do the next level. On the other hand, the level could have the temple. Do I read magic mapping? That's whack. I'm just gonna auto-explore. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, we do not do that. Oh no, the level has 2 ogres. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna have to leave the level now. Because once again, we do not beat that. And I should set an exclusion there to remember do not go upstairs. Important to check that. To see if... Oh, they spell on that again? Wow, okay. I'm not gonna say no to that. The game is being pretty generous today. Wow, the temple too. Okay, maybe this run is blessed. Maybe this is fated to be. Ash in the temple too. Very lucky. Okay, so... oh, I went D0 out of just like... muscular memory, because that's what you do when you are going to go do the orb run. But yeah, probably shouldn't go to D0 once you just started worshipping Ashensari. I obviously cannot affect my fellow white team with this necromancy, so I have to tab it. It's been going well so far. A temple had an interesting icon on the map. Seriously? Go temple. Icon. I don't know what you mean by it. Yeah, let's fully explore it so you can see the whole map. I didn't because I already got what I wanted. Look like a creature when you were on the floor. Oh, you're probably referring to one of these statues. Yeah, in console it's more clear that they are statues. They are 8s in console. Back in the day, some monsters used to also be 8s, I think. But now they're 9s, like gargoyles and electric golems, I think is also the case. But for crystal statues and statues that can still attack you, those are still 8s. Let's go to 10 spellcasting because it's like the only good thing that they can do. I still do not want to fight the ogre. Not quite. You're meant to view, you see on the right side of the screen showing the map you're viewing, the portion you were in just looked like the top half of a creature. Oh yeah, like hold on. Go temple. Oh come on. Temple. Yep. This thing, right? Yeah, it looked like a head of something. I don't know what it's supposed to be drawing, but it is obviously a drawing. I just don't know what it is. Anyway, let us try to not die to this Null Shaman and Ogre that I accidentally, well, not really accidentally, I just auto-traveled into. Ogres and Null Shamans behind doors, lol. Fortunately, the Null Shaman doesn't seem to be hasting the Ogre. It has haste other, but it probably doesn't do it if it's not a Null. And for that I am very grateful, because that can be really, really scary. Still do not feel like trying to fight this guy. Yeah, I really don't feel like trying to fight that guy. Let's go elsewhere. Where's the upstairs? I'm not a fan of ogres when you cannot kill them. Yeah, when they spawn early enough, they're just annoying because they force you to manually map or manually travel. I hope that I don't stumble into a second ogre here, otherwise we could be in some serious issues. Fortunately, you can still do this kind of thing to, you know, be able to escape from monsters. No. No, thank you for warning me, game. Okay. The ogre saw me there, so it's just gonna camp. That's those stairs. Um, okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not bad. Oh, Phantom. Are you undead? Are you undead? Oh yeah, there we go. Like your description says that you're undead. If your description says that you're undead, you are undead. And I have this spell undead, so bring it on. Hey, there we go. It feels so nice to find a phantom as a necromancer and just one-shot it. Like the very first phantom that you see and you one-shot it as a necromancer. So, such a pleasant moment for sure. Ashensari is gonna fully identify my gear once I start getting some curses, which hasn't happened yet. Ashensari's piety comes from exploration, and I guess I haven't really been exploring a lot. Um, but yeah, it's gonna come soon. I wonder if I should train for the halberd or for irradiate. Maybe irradiate is gonna be better. I'm just wondering about the halberd because it's gonna be good for some low-level undeads like the ones that we have seen. Okay, Book of Vapors is pretty nice. I don't know if this character has found Ignite Poison. It does. It does have Ignite Poison, so I could grab the Book of Vapors and I'm gonna put it on the wish list. I'm not gonna do it immediately, but I'm gonna put it on the wish list, and I'm probably gonna go for Ignite Poison, Poisonous Vapors, because it's really, really strong, and it is full screen range. That's really the difference between that and like Vamp Drain or Agony. It is full screen range, and by extension, it is much better. Um, Yeah, I don't think this character is getting Agony, most likely just because Agony is melee range. Um, anyway, after getting my spellcasting to 10, I'm gonna be training Air Magic and Poison Magic to... Um, 5. Yeah, 5 is a good number. I could even get away with training it to 4, but it's gonna be to 5. I should learn Animate Dead if I haven't already. Huh. No, no, I have learned it. Okay. I have a good amount of mana, so I can just cast it right now. Mm. Oh, I'm casting Poisonous Vapors instead of casting what I wanted to do. My bad. I probably should put Poisonous Vapors here, just because it almost got me killed now. Okay, getting some zombies. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, if I'm gonna be casting Poisonous Vapors, I also need to learn Ignite Poison. Um, yeah, I cannot cast that yet, but it's gonna be pretty good when I can. The character is gonna get very, very strong once I can start doing that kind of thing. If you're wondering why I am reading Identify scrolls on my scrolls, it's because a scroll of blinking or so, it's a much more valuable consumable when you cannot drink potions. It's already a very valuable consumable by default, but it's even more valuable when you don't have access to other panic buttons. Ranged combat and melee combat. That's not a good curse, but I shall take it because I need curses. I'm gonna curse my halberd, I think. I'm gonna curse my halberd. I don't think I'm gonna be using that for the entirety of the game, so sure. Ashensari will now protect you from malevolent surprises. Ashensari will now identify your possessions, and so you get every item in your inventory identified. As you can see, there's no scroll of acquirement, so it's okay. And now scrolls of identify are completely useless to this character for the rest of the game. Scroll of poison is nice because I have ignite poison. Silence. Silence is good. I've used silence with a mummy before. You have a vision of a gate. Ashensari tells me exactly where the gate is. Yeah, if you have never gone Ashensari really is the most powerful gun in the game as it is right now. I don't see that changing because I don't see things getting buffed in general. And I also don't see Ashensari getting nerfed, but yeah, Ashensari is just ridiculously strong. Okay. Ossuary is pretty nice when you have this spell on death. Bring on all the nasty on death and the mummies and stuff. I shall enter that once I am sure there's no more mummies in this level. Okay, important to step away in such a way that it doesn't reveal the alarm trap. Otherwise, I would be marked, and that would be bad. Get over here. Oh yeah, this spell on dead is wonderful to have early on. Okay, inside those doors, I know that there is some mummies that I may or may not want to deal with right now. Lots of scrolls of noise. The Scroll of Torment is the same color that a potion of experience or a scroll of acquirement would be, because it's just a very high upside item for a mummy, which is completely immune to torment. Yeah. Now that I know there's no more mummies, I can safely open this. And since I have Dispel Undead, yeah, I just Dispel Undead. Dispel Undead is pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Centaur zombie, that's the most scary zombie in here. Anyway, that was it. Let's get out. Let's continue with the dungeon. And yeah, the character is looking pretty good. I have to say that. The character is looking wonderful. It's looking really, really, really strong. I have a lot of mana, and yeah, the Necromancy enhancer is nice. I think I get the second enhancer at experience level 13 or something. It used to be that you got one at 13 and the other one at 26. Fortunately, it's much faster to get those now. Okay, I'm gonna get Air Magic and Poison Magic, as I mentioned. Get those, and then once I get those, I'm gonna quiver Necrotize, or not Necrotize, sorry. I'm gonna quiver Ignite Poison, and I'm just gonna Ignite Poison. Fortitude and Melee Combat. Let's get that. At the end of the day, I do want Curses of Melee Combat because I plan to press staff with my current character. But let's see. What do I curse? I think I can curse the Ring of Fire Resistance because like I'm not taking that off. I'm a mummy. I'm not taking that off for a while. I'll take it off eventually, but not like not immediately nor soonish. Ouch! Don't do that. That's very scary, actually. Ow! Stop that. Wow! I hate that I just opened the door into that. Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, I had a Scroll of Fear, but yeah, that was pretty rough. Cannot fight that. Way, way too strong for me right now. Once I get my Poison Magic going, I'm gonna train a lot of fighting. What's the fighting aptitude? 0. Same as the Demon Spawn, I think. So could be way worse, but it also could be way better. Better block the line of sight of the priest. Important to do that. Priests are certainly quite scary. You don't want to melee them. Poisonous Vapors is a 2% chance to miscast. I'm just going to quiver it now. Poisonous Vapors, and then just press Poisonous Vapors twice, and then Ignite Poison. And that's just going to kill things for quite a while. With a bit of luck, we find oh, there's a Steam Dragon again. I can deal with it now that I have Poisonous Vapors and Ignite Poison. I just do that. There we go, perfect. I got Steam skills. Oh wow, the orc is actually killing me. Yeah, take a look at that. 3 misses in a row, and then the orc gets 5 hits in return. So now I might be dead unless I use a consumable. I don't have fear. I have to use blinking. Yeah, I have to use blinking, unfortunately. Oh, that's a shame. I don't have mana either, so no potion of mana to heal and then try to Bam drain this guy. I don't think it would go well anyway, so I'm just gonna use a blinking. Um, Pretty unfortunate. Pretty bad indeed. Okay. Yep. Blinking time. I don't want to die with this character, so blinking time. Hey, I blinking to another orc. Okay, I might be dead now. What do you have? A glove and chainmail. Okay, I'm never gonna kill you without mana, which I cannot acquire. Summoning. I have two of those. Can you kill me? You can kill me. You can certainly kill me. Do I have to use the second blinking? Oh, that's gonna suck. Yeah, I got unfortunate. Like, the position that I was in, there was no favorable blinking. Summoning is probably an okay choice because I don't think this guy one-shots me. I guess I have to go for it. It's less valuable than blinking. It's rarer and less valuable, funnily enough. Okay, attacks of opportunity. Sure. The orc dies, perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna sit here and rest until I'm back at full HP. And then I'm gonna continue pressing O. I could use the Steam skills. Do I care about the Steam skills? Not really. So I'm not gonna use the Steam skills. Yeah, unfortunately, to deal with shadow imps, I have to tap them. There's no other way for me to deal with them. I also saw an ogre over there, so that's really scary. I'm gonna try to poison it. Okay, I moved away, didn't get an attack of opportunity. Pretty lucky on my end. We just get the ogre to extremely poison and then it dies. Ice Beast is poison resistant, but I can necrotize the Ice Beast and Bam drain the Ice Beast. And there we go, looking pretty okay. After that, I'm gonna get some fire magic for ignite poison, like 7 fire magic or so. Maybe 5 fire magic, considering what I have. So yeah, unfortunately a lot of demons, which are pretty much immune to both of the things that I currently have. But they're not immune to the halberd, which I can barely do, but I can do well enough to kill these demons, fortunately. Man, trying to melee with this halberd sucks. I have like no accuracy. I was wondering about the effect of the Ring of Wizardry on my spellcasting. I feel like if I take it off, it's gonna take a nosedive, so I shouldn't take it off. Melee and introspection, I do want that. And well, I did just say that I didn't want to take off the Ring of Wizardry, so let's just go ahead and curse the Ring of Wizardry. Centaur. Okay, Centaur. Those curses of melee are gonna be very, very good once I actually start training for melee. Wow, the 8 Bailey. Should I do it again? I mean, maybe I shouldn't because like experience should tell me something. On the other hand, I did. Oh wow, it's actually very far away. Let's read magic mapping. It's not like I'm not gonna run into any more magic mappings for the rest of the game. On the other hand, this time I have poisonous vapors and ignite poison, so that should make me able to actually kill things. Scroll blinking is something that I definitely want to take into the Bailey if possible. So I'm gonna just go ahead and grab it. Okay. Ooh, look at that! That's a pretty beast hand axe. I might have to destroy my current halberd. Shatter the chains. Goodbye. Yes. Ashensari will no longer reveal the unseen. That's fine. Gonna wield that. I'm glad that I found it before I started training for the halberd. I can now train axes. Well, it's this one. This one is not bad. Yeah, this one is not bad. Oh, yeah, by the way, now that I have, I can just cast Animate Death at the beginning of a fight, and then just Poisonous Vapors, Poisonous Vapors. Hmm. The Orc Warrior didn't die to that. Unfortunate. I can use Scroll of Poison right now, and it might actually be the correct move. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, Scroll of Poison is a new thing in Trunk. The way that it works is that every tile that is not currently populated by a monster is like gets a cloud of poison applied on it, just as you see here. And yeah, clouds of poison tend to be good. You just have to make the monsters walk into you. You could ignite that poison, right? Yes, I could, but I'm also a mummy with no fire resistance, so it's very risky to use ignite poison in that situation, that is. Okay, I got a small army of Zumbos now. Hopefully they will be good. Okay, I got one more out of that at the end. These zombies will stay with me forever until they are destroyed, as far as I am aware, because that's how Animate Death works. I wish that channel worked exactly the same way. Okay, that's an Orc Warrior. Hold on. I can kill it, but I need to be very, very careful around it. There we go. Oh, the only zombie that didn't die in that exchange was the Orc Warrior zombie, funnily enough. Might have to get new zombies soon. This might be one of those Baileys that got reworked. Most Baileys got reworked relatively recently. And I don't think I've seen any of the new, or very few of the newly reworked Baileys. I've seen some of them, but not that many. Okay, there we go. Not bad, not bad. I hope that this didn't have a potion of experience. If it had a potion of experience, that would be the saddest thing ever. I want to see the useless items. Oh, this is the button to see the useless items. Potions of Flight is what is on the floor. The Trident of Pain is also interesting. Very, very interesting, considering that I am a Necromancer. I shall pick it up. It's probably going to be better than the Hand Axe, because it's also a polearm, so yeah. Searing Pain shoots up your bandage-wrapped arm. How much Necromancy do I have? 9. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Well, let's. I guess it's time to leave this place. I don't think I got anything out of doing this. I legit don't think I got anything out of doing it. Other than the Trident of Pain, I suppose, and a bit of experience. Very disappointing Bailey. I wish that they were consistent with what they give. But consistency is something that doesn't really exist in Crawl. Crawl's design philosophy is very much against consistency. This is really scary, you know? Okay. As long as the second priest doesn't come after me, we're fine. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually deal with you. And yeah, what you're currently seeing is the power of Poisonous Vapors and Ignite Poison. The Pain-branded weapon is also gonna do wonders here. Okay, I think I wanna cast Animate Death against these guys. Getting some pretty low-level zombies. Alright. Only got 2 zombies, actually. What did I get? Anguish. Anguish is something that I should consider getting. Okay, wake up the dude, close the door, and then just wait for the dude to get to me. Pretty nice. Poison the warrior. This is gonna be much faster when I have access to Toxic Radiance, if I ever get it, of course. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I think the very good aptitude that these guys have for spellcasting is actually gonna carry here. Very, very good aptitude. It's +2. Debuffs have +3 for comparison. Okay, let's go down to D9. I think now I could reasonably go back to where I was before and fight whatever I wasn't able to fight at the very beginning. Alright. Yeah, I think I could kill some Muggers now. Plate of Cold Resistance. Unfortunately, that is way too heavy for me to be able to use. Normally, I wouldn't fight a two-headed ogre, but I have Ignite Poison, and I also have Zombies. I was not expecting it to die from a single Ignite Poison and Extremely Poisoned, but I'm not gonna complain about it. That went very well. Centaur and a Nork Band. Spooky. Better retreat to the stairs just to be safe. The water moccasin is especially nasty because I cannot poison it. Okay, let's go upstairs into my zombies that apparently still do not disappear, fortunately enough. Like with all Jeredlem Null, zombies are just permanent. Before a nerf to Death Channel, I would have expected that to have been changed. But it's okay that it wasn't. Cunning and evocations. What is cunning? It is stealth and something else, but I don't know what it is. Describe what? Dodging and stealth and evocations. I want those things. I want dodging and evocations. I don't care too much about stealth, so I'll get that. And I will curse the trident to be replaced once I have a better weapon. Pain Brand should be good for a while. Yeah, fingers crossed for me getting Poisonous Vapor sometime soon. Oh, I miscast Animate Death. Very expensive miscast. With a 1% chance to miscast it too. Unfortunate. That's already happened twice. Well, I cannot fight with 0 mana. So I'm just gonna walk away. Okay, Animate Death. I need some zombies because I don't have any. Yeah. It is a very reminiscent thing to the Jeredalem Null playstyle. I think the Jeredalem Null playstyle is weaker because you're not a spellcaster. Or you're not necessarily a spellcaster. I could use some Jack zombies. Much better than Kobold zombies for sure. Time for a whistle snack. Yeah, like the dude with the camotes. I actually don't eat camotes, funnily enough. He always makes a round at this time of the night. There must be people in the neighborhood that do buy from this person, which is completely understandable because it can be quite tasty, I've heard. Do they have cheese? They don't really have cheese. They're more like a sweet thing. I guess there can be sweet things with cheese, but I don't know. Since I don't eat cheese, I don't really associate it with anything. Okay, there we go. We got one more zombie out of my Animate Death. So we got some Jacks and a Nork Warrior. Pretty nice. Alright, now it's time for me to train some fighting. We're gonna train fighting to 12. Because it is enhanced by Ashensari. Yeah, if you have never played Ashensari, the way that it works is that it pretty much gives you curses that you can then choose to take or reject, and depending on how cursed you are, Ashensari gives you favors. As you can see from the very first pip of Piety, with Ashensari you get the very strong ability to be completely immune to exploration traps, and also be have your full inventory be identified. That's also a really powerful thing. That and many more things are why I think Ashensari is the strongest god in the game. Um, Ooh, I'm getting killed by these bees. I'm gonna re-teleport. I don't think I survived these otherwise. Yeah, with Ignite Poison, or with Toxic Radiance, this would be super easy to survive. At least it's not that terrible, because I have immunity to poison due to being a mommy. Otherwise, the poison damage would have probably killed me there. Lost all my zombies again. These are some low quality zombies, so it's understandable that they are dying. Once again, it's like going Jere del Emnul, but with the ability to go a different god, of course. Unfortunately, I still cannot kill the gargoyle. Gargoyles are immune to everything I do. Gargoyles are actually my worst enemy, but not as bad as just a D9 bolt with a Tengu Conjurer just walking around. The correct thing to do here is to run away from the level, not come back, go down straight to D11. Oh, there is some things that I didn't clear. Like I think D3 had an ogre. Yeah, there we go. Now I can actually kill you. Yeah, bring it on. Okay. Same goes for this phantom. Actually, yeah, for the phantom I can dispel on death. Okay, dispel on death. So far I have not failed to one-shot a phantom. Yeah, all of the phantoms that I've tried to kill with dispel on death have died, which is pretty nice. Okay, should I kill you for your cloak? I feel like I need your cloak. Please do not banish me. Thank you. Thank you for not banishing me. Needed that cloak. Let me drop this Ring of Cold Resistance. We're not using that. Same goes for the hand axe. When it comes to the robe, however, I'll stick around with it. Stick around with it. I have 50 willpower from being a mommy, and I don't think it's enough to survive encounters with hexers yet. Okay, getting some zombies. What's my chance to miscast Ignite Poison? I've been miscasting it a lot as well. 1%. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Well. Okay. This is the level that we want to skip. I'm actually gonna set an exclusion on that. And on this. And now let's just go straight down because that level is nightmarish. The fact that there is a gargoyle, like the gargoyle alone, prevents me from being in this level because I cannot kill it. I have absolutely no way of hurting that, which feels bad. But there's not much that I can do about it. Necromancers cannot do anything against gargoyles. Yeah, I guess I could have gotten Irradiate, but as I mentioned, it's a bit too expensive. I could also use Anguish and just face tank the gargoyle, but that seems like a terrible idea to me. You know what is not a terrible idea, however? Getting LRD, because that means that the moment that I find zombie hands, I'll pretty much be able to cast it. Not only that, but LRD also lets me kill the gargoyle. So I'm probably training for that right now. It's gonna be expensive. Yeah, getting 10 skill as a mummy on anything is kind of pricey. -2 is bad skill, but I do have Ashensari, and Ashensari shall provide me with a ton of experience to make the game a bit more palatable. Okay, Okay, important to poison all of these guys before using Ignite Poison for maximum efficiency. That is always easier to do when you actually have Poisonous Vapor, or not Poisonous Vapors, Toxic Radiance, but unfortunately, well, I don't have that, so not much to do about it. Okay, got some nice zombies out of that. Nice. Whenever you get a lure entrance and there's no Death Yak or Elephants or Acatoblepas, that's always a nice feeling. Maybe I should make them fight the Acid Dragon actually, because I do not kill the Acid Dragon with poison magic. It is poison resistant. Ouch, dude, seriously? That was crazy. Dealt more than half of my current HP with that. That was insane. I am gonna pass on that curse. Range and cunning. I don't think I need that. Um, File of Floats is a very nice find. We are not at the point where we need to worry specifically about nasty spellcasters, but when we get there, that's gonna be a nice thing to have in our pocket. Hmm. Okay, lost all my zombies, so might as well just cast Animate Death here. Okay, I'm losing the fight. I'm gonna walk away from that. The Jack is pretty hurt. Gonna poison it and then walk away. It's almost dead and extremely poisoned. I don't know what happened with the zombie, however, because I did kill the Jack. You only get a zombie if you see the guy die? That's kinda whack. Um, yeah, not much to do about it. I'm glad that the character is still alive. Ooh, a Wraith. Yeah, bring it on. This time I have Dispel Undead, so I'm not afraid of Wraiths. Feels nice to not have to be afraid of Wraiths. More Jacks. We're starting to get to the point where Jack bans are gonna be extremely common, so I better get used to fighting them and killing them. Would be much easier if I had a spell that hit an area of effect, of course. There we go. The nice thing about Animate Dead is the snowbally nature of it. Once it actually starts to get going, you get a nice collection of zombies. Okay, not bad. Let's go down to the 11. There is an ice cave. I might want to go there. Ashinsari tells me where the ice cave is. It's very, very far away. It's so far away, actually, that I can just go down different stairs and see if any of the different stairs is closer to the ice cave. I guess it kind of is, compared to the other one. It is closer, but still very far away. I'm gonna check the last one. Got Troll Letter. I actually want the Troll Letter. Yeah, goodbye Robe of Willpower, at least for now. I'm probably gonna use the Robe of Cold Resistance actually for the Ice Cave. But moving on, I will use the Troll Letter. Okay, this one is very close actually. Let's just walk over there. A nice little thing that you can do if you clear the previous level and you got a portal bolt. That's not good. Yeah, that's pretty bad. If I had LRD, LRD would be good right now. Unfortunately, I do not possess such a skill yet. I need to memorize it. So I cannot really fight the Hydra like that. I would probably need to use a Scroll Summoning. Hydras have a fair amount of willpower. They have a 52% chance to 52% chance to be affected by necrotize, and they're also poison resistant. So yeah, I cannot kill it. Pretty much the same as the gargoyle, but fortunately less painful. Mm, I am going to. Okay, maybe what I do is torment, poison, ignite, poison. That sounds like a plan. Torment, poison, ignite, poison, and then vamp drain. And so the Hydra dies. Yeah, not bad. Good stuff. Good stuff. There it is, the ice cave, but unfortunately I cannot get to it from my current position. Pretty rough. Um, Back when Wand of Mindburst was Wand of Disintegration, well, not really. It was not a property that it lost when it became Mindburst, but way back in the day, you could use Wand of Disintegration to break a single tile of a wall. You could also use Orb of Destruction and LRD for the same purpose, but that is not a thing that you can do anymore, unfortunately. It's a thing that certainly would be useful right now. Beguiling and elements, that's perfect. Beguiling is conjurations and elements is elements. Yeah, conjurations, hexes, and translocations. That's beautiful. Give me all of those. Yes, yes, yes. I'll do it. I'll do it. Um, I am going to curse the cloak. Yeah, I want to have that one for a while. That one is a perfect curse for my character. Um, let's go into the ice cave. We see a nice devil immediately. We should be able to deal with it without a lot of complications. I hope that there's only one. If there's two, I think there's two. Yeah, I think there's two. Okay, I'm just gonna stall a bit so I can hit the two of them with LRD, because I don't have enough mana to, be able to just kill the two of them with LRD. These guys are. How much armor class do they have? Jeez, no, they're unkillable. I give up. They're unkillable. I wish I had some stun arrow. Would be nice. With stun arrow, I would be able to kill these guys. Yeah, unfortunately, LRD doesn't work against enemies that have too much armor class. 3 pips of armor class or more is too much, and you should not try to use LRD against those enemies. You probably have something better for dealing with such enemies. Unless the enemies, of course, are directly vulnerable to LRD, in which case you should be able to just kill them. I guess I'm gonna have to use a scroll summoning if I wanna survive this one. Yeah, this time I don't have 3 pips of fire resistance for immolation, but immolation would be pretty nice. Just immolation, these guys are weak to fire, and just let them explode each other. Maybe that's still the correct move. I'll do it. I'll do it. Let's see how it goes. Don't surround me. Yeah, flame seeps out of the ice devil. That's exactly what we want to see. You can't drink. Nice, I walked away exactly the turn that it exploded. It still got me with an attack of opportunity. I hate attacks of opportunity. I wish they weren't in the game. They make the game significantly more difficult. Please let me rest to full HP. Please let me rest to full HP, thank you. Alright, I can dispel undead these guys, but since they have to be within melee range to dispel undead them, I can just LRD them instead. And as I mentioned, LRD is actually a pretty good spell for enemies that are affected by that. It unfortunately makes a ton of noise, so it can be safer to just use dispel undead instead, because that's quiet. Nice. These guys, the Simulacra must not have a lot of armor class, because they're getting destroyed by this Spell on Death. Manual of Fighting? Joe, that's a very good reward, I'm not gonna complain about that. Let's just train for that. The Tower Shield of Cold Resistance is not a good reward, unfortunately. The ice skills are also bad, but I'll pick them up. You never know when you're gonna get a trove that asks you for some ice skills. I don't care about the Arbalest. So far, so good, yeah. I look forward to finding. There's a lot of things that I could find with this character that would make the character very strong. In fact, I already found Mystic Blast. I should probably get that. Yeah, actual good rewards, unlike with the Bailey. The Bailey didn't give me anything. uh, yeah, I should get Mystic Blast with this character. I don't think I'm getting Irradiate because it's a bit too expensive, and I have no use for any other transmutation spells. Um, or maybe if I was to get Noxious Bog, maybe I would be happy with that. But Mystic Blast is it's okay. I could get that. I'm probably gonna get that. It's a very strong spell in the game as it is nowadays. Anything that counters attacks of opportunity is good. Um, okay, Ice Statue. Unfortunately for you, I have LRD. LRD is just gonna get you killed. There we go. Rhyme Drake dealt a lot of damage. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have that much mana. With a bit more mana, I would be able to kill that Rhyme Drake. Yeah, that's one of the downsides of LRD. It makes a lot of noise. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna wait here and cast Vamp Drain on this guy. I can also try tabbing. Vamp Drain and tabbing did the trick very well. Alright, good stuff. The massive amount of mana that I have is being super helpful. I feel like Necromancer does want a lot of mana for repeated casts of things like Agony, which in this case I'm not really casting Agony, but you know, LRD is the same mana cost as Agony, and Vamp Drain as well, for example. If I was to find an Amulet of Mana Regen, I would take it. I would use that. I don't think I've found any amulets. Yeah, no amulets this game. It's important for me to find one soonish because it's just something that you want to curse to get more Ashensari piety. The more cursed you are, the more your spells are enhanced, regardless of what it is, or not your spells, your skills are enhanced, regardless of what the curse actually is. Okay, that Ice Dragon might be difficult to kill. It has a bit too much armor class. It might not be a wise thing to do to just immediately go and LRD it. Might be better to just shout actually. Um, Walk away for a bit. Yeah, I think I messed up a bit actually, which should have just immediately read Immolation there to affect the Ice Dragon with Immolation. With a bit of luck, it's not chasing me. I don't think it's chasing me. Yeah, somehow I have a lot of stealth. No idea why, but I do. Not gonna complain about it. There it is. And yeah, it would have been way easier to deal with this guy if I had read Immolation immediately, because I then would have just been able to use LRD on Simulacrum, and then that would have made everything explode probably. I can still kill it with only Immolation. Oh, wait. Let's actually be smart about this. I have Agony here. Let's learn Agony, and let's just cast Agony like 3 times or so, and then kill this guy. I think I am tanky enough to survive like 3 or 4 turns of melee against this guy. And like the breath weapon is not worrisome. 17, 17, 17 is kind of nasty. 3 dice of 24 would be the nastiest thing actually, but I have 2 pips of cold resistance, so I'm okay in that regard. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. See how it goes. It should go well. It should go well. There's something else supporting it, yeah. I wanna play it safe. Fight it 1 versus 1. Gotta level up as well. That's a little bit to my tankiness. Ashensari letting me see where the Ice Dragon is very convenient. Amulet of Regen, that's a nice thing to have. I don't think I can... Yeah, chance to affect 70% actually. Alright, I shall do that. Struggles to resist. Chance to affect 96%. Agony, agony, agony. Vamp Drain. You kill the Ice Dragon. The Ice Scales are intact enough to wear. Pretty nice. Pretty fantastic, yeah. Let's go. I don't think I care about picking up a second set of Ice Scales, but I do want the Kite Shield, Cold Resistance, and the Globes. And the Amulet of Regen. That's not a good amulet. I'm gonna drop it. Yeah, Guardian Spirit is very disappointing. Wow, this thing had 3 ice skills. A shame. Um, well, now that we're done with this, let's go and put on some Troll Leather Armor for regening. If this had only been something that's not Guardian Spirit is pretty bad for my current needs with this character. I want my mana bar to be as high as it can possibly be. Guardian Spirit directly um, prevents me from that, you know. So it's a pretty bad item for my character. For a Berserker, however, it's just a bit of extra HP. It's not even that fantastic when it is good. Not a big fan of it. Anyway, now that I can kill the gargoyle, I should probably go back to the previous level and actually try to kill the gargoyle. Um, so yeah, that manual of fighting was massive. Okay, bring it on Vampire. This time I'm not afraid of you. I have Dispel on Death. Oh yeah, this so far has felt like pretty much like the best mummy or the best necromancer from all of the ones that I have played because this one has this spell on death. So it actually has this spell on death at an LRD. So the pool of monsters that I cannot kill is very small between LRD, the spell on death, and poison magic, and of course agony and the weapon of pain. I feel like I can kill everything. Yeah, trash always the worst option. Hmm. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's probably related to something that I just said. If you want to clarify, I would appreciate it. Um, Fighting and spellcasting. Yeah, I want introspection. Give me that. And put it on my Amulet of Regen, maybe? Yeah, sure. Ah, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit is the worst option. You're right. I think it's a very big shame that Spirit is so bad. But well, from my interactions with Depths, it's very clear that they don't particularly care about buffing things when they are weak. Um, However, they do nerf things when they are strong, so that's weird. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Um, but yeah, Guardian Spirit, I don't know. It really is never the correct option. Like in the early game, you would say, oh yeah, like in the early game as a melee character, you don't really get use of your mana, right? But the thing is that you also don't get mana, so it's not useful either way. At any point in the game, an Amulet of Regen does more than an Amulet of Guardian Spirit, without the horrible downside of using an Amulet of Guardian Spirit too. So yeah, don't like it. Don't like it. It should get removed from the game, maybe. It seems like a noob trap to me. The amulet of, or that manual of fighting that we got is being a massive deal. I have quite a lot of HP already. That, well, it was D9, right? It was D9. Yeah, I can deal with this D9 now. Lightning Spire and MCC, not doing those. Hey, another curse. Yeah, give me that. I'll put it on the gloves. Ashensari will now grant you astral sight. That means that I can see through walls. The more cursed I am, the more I can see through walls. I was also training Earth Magic, I didn't even realize. Not that it's much of an issue, of course. LRD is at 1%. After that, I'm going to be training Conjurations and Translocations for Mystic Blast. And then it's just a matter of finding Ignite Poison. Or not Ignite Poison, sorry. Toxic Radiance. Yeah, I don't have it here. I don't have it here. If I had it, I would have noticed immediately because I've been waiting for it ever since I got Ignite Poison. Oh, did I just one-shot that gargoyle? Alright, we take those. I'm not gonna complain about one-shotting the gargoyle. So let's go to Lair. Okay, immediately upon entering Lair, we see two of the most dangerous things for almost any character in the game: a Black Mamba and a Komodo Dragon. Both of them hit really hard, and the Black Mamba is extra bad because it's really fast. Fortunately, I have a bunch of jacks here that are just gonna take care of it. Yeah, I better get some extra value out of the jacks. That's trash. That's not trash. That's most definitely not trash. However, I don't think I want to use it. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be casting or we're gonna be meleeing a lot with this character. Something makes me think that we're not gonna be doing that. Pretty unfortunate. Get over here from Harold pulled me right into a Black Mamba. It is fine, however, because the Black Mamba poisons and I'm immune to that. But it does hurt when it melees. Let's kill Harold. Miscast on Ignite Poison was pretty rough. I got marked. Yeah, you know what? It's fair enough because I lost my willpower. Oh, that's an Hydra. That's 100% an Hydra. Yeah. Okay. I wish I could kill the Hydra, but I don't think I can. Maybe Harold, the human zombie, can get something done. Can bite? Oh no, that's the Black Mamba. Harold can hit for 16. Okay, the two of them hit for exactly the same damage. I don't think I can tank for. I actually cannot tank that. Yeah, I know that for sure. Cannot tank that. It is almost dead. Oh, there we go. It just died. Oh, didn't get a zombie out of it, unfortunately. Right. I'm gonna escape the level because I got marked. It's just safer to escape the level. Oh, hold on. I just thought of something funny. Cast that in a different level and then go into the level, and so you don't destroy your zombie. Okay, okay, that's gonna be removed. Yeah, there's no way that's not removed. It's probably gonna be hard for the devs to figure out how to remove that, but that's probably gonna get removed at some point. Anyway, now I got Joseph instead of the Warmock, or instead of the Black Mamba. So yeah, I wonder when I am going to be able to play the Mummy or the Necromancer of Kiku. By the way, Mommy gets a second Necromancy Enhancer at experience level 13. We're really close to it. Vamp Drain, Dispel and Death, Agony, they still have a long way to go to be at 100% spell power, so it's pretty nice. I want that curse. Let's curse the boots. Yeah, oh, I have the kite shield as well. I should maybe train for it. Oh, wow, I have 18 fighting. Okay, yeah, let's turn that off. It's pretty nice, but I don't think it's gonna go up for a while. I think that it's gonna stay at 18 for quite a while, potentially the entirety of the game. What is going to go up is shields. No, 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 no. I want shields because I wanna be able to curse the one that I am carrying. And not having seriously hinder my spellcasting. But on the other hand, I also want to get Mystic Blast. Mystic Blast is a very important spell. Really, really, really important. I'm gonna get Mystic Blast. Mystic Blast first. I should probably do it the other way around, but I'm gonna get Mystic Blast first. I'm gonna need 9 translocations and 9 conjurations. There we go. I should also memorize it now, so I can cast it as soon as I get into a sketchy situation and I see if I can cast it. Hope my character has been a blast so far. It's actually been good. You jest, but it's actually been pretty good, this Mummy Necromancer. The first character that we had, the Demon Spawn, was not that good. But this Mummy is certified good. Lots of wolves. That's a lot of wolves, actually. I wish I had Might. Might would be good now. Or Toxic Radiance would also be fantastic. That's a lot of wolves. I should probably just leave. Yeah, where did all these wolves come from? I have Condenser Bane, don't I? I guess we're gonna use Condenser Bane, we get Meth, and then we Ignite Poison. And that's how we get a good roll out of Meth. Very, very nice indeed. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, there we go. That went not so terrible. I think it could have gone better, however. Alright, alright. Mystic Blast is too good. Mystic Blast is indeed fantastic in the current version of the game. Attacks of opportunity are so bad that any spell that prevents you from getting dumpstered by attacks of opportunity is by extension gonna be pretty good. Um, okay, so something that I found out about is that you can cast Animate Dead in the previous level, and then the zombies that you currently have are not gonna go away. I was going to do it, but I didn't want to destroy Joseph, the human zombie. Um, so yeah, how has it been recently, Star Polemic? Are you still playing Crawl now that you won all the species? Are you going for all backgrounds? Any backgrounds left to clear? Any gods left to clear? Have you tried new Necromancy too? Mm, how has it been going with you and Crawl? You feel more in touch with the powers of death. Now it went from 60% to 79%. Taking a bit of a break than you plan to do, Polytheist. That's pretty good, yeah. Good stuff. Okay, so I think I have to take a bit of a break. Not only is it the 2 hour mark, or very close to it, but I also have that issue that I mentioned to you guys at the very beginning of the stream. So yeah, I need to take care of that. And I also need to make sure that I do not go blind over looking at a computer pretty much without blinking for 2 hours in a row. I don't do that. Like, normally when I use the computer on my own, I step away and like walk a bit and like go get some water. Like, I actually don't just straight up look at the screen for the entirety of the day, the way that I do when I'm streaming. I can stream for like 4 hours in a row, and the 4 hours that I look at the screen, they're pretty much uninterrupted, and that's like pretty bad. I am starting to feel it in my eyes. So yeah, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Please don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Let me inscribe this with twitch.tv/9settler. Alright. Yeah, don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, thank you for your patience. I am back. I am back. Oof. Yeah. I hope that you also took the chance to, get a break and maybe get yourself some water and stuff. Let us continue. Let us continue with the mummy, who surprisingly hasn't been going bad at all. Yeah, so far it has my seal of approval. Hello, Prince Cosmo. Good to see you around. Thank you for stopping by. Vampire Enchanter, where every time you stab something, you say it's morphing time before each staff. Something that's nice about me not caring about popular culture at all is that I don't get those jokes. They're probably really, really bad, but I don't get them, so I'm just confused. Uh, yeah, it's a good thing about not caring about those things. All that I know is that there's a movie that's called Morbius. I don't even know what the movie is about or anything, but apparently people are just like jesting in regards to the movie. It's Morphing time. I have no idea what that is, but I've seen it all over social media. Yeah, kids these days. mm, I think this is the first Kanto that I've seen. Is it really the first Kanto that I've seen this game? Huh. Okay. I was able to tab it down without issues. Really without issues. I have so much HP with this character. This is insane. Like why is my mommy walking around with 120 HP in Lair? I have had characters with, better HP aptitudes that don't get that. But that manual fighting coupled with Ashensari did some work. Yeah, did some heavy lifting for sure. Hello, Inon. Thank you for stopping by as well. Good to see you around. Book of Cantrips with a port. I shall learn that because it's pretty good. Play on the old Power Rangers for its morphing time. I do know that. That was when I still watched TV and stuff. I like the Power Rangers. I saw a couple of seasons when I was younger. The first one that I saw was Turbo. The first two were a bit before my time, but I did see Turbo. And then I saw a couple of them after. A couple of seasons after Turbo. Um, I like the Power Rangers when I was younger. Now I don't think I would care, but I liked them when I was younger. There's a fighting game about Power Rangers with a lot of different Power Rangers from different Power Ranger generations. It's a pretty cool game. I don't have it, but it is a pretty cool game. I should probably get it. The only reason why I haven't gotten that game is because like there's a barrier of being a team-based fighting game. I don't really have experience with those. Also, the combos go for like half an hour. Yeah, team-based fighting games are something else. Anyway, let's get this curse. Oh, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, and now I'm out of things to curse. That's why I want to get the kite shield usable, just for sheer curiosity. Let's see what happens if I put it on. It's not bad. It's manageable. I'll just keep wearing it. Yeah, I thought that it was gonna be much worse. I thought that it was gonna make some of my spells unusable, but fortunately it was not the case. None of the spells that I currently have are unusable as a result of me putting on that, that shield. All right. Do I have also Kubus armor? I don't. Also, Kubus armor would be a nice thing to have for Hydras. Anyway, I have Mystic Blast, so what I can do is just Agony this thing again, and then Mystic Blast. Yeah, kill the Hydra. It was kind of risky. I would have been able to kill the Hydra 1 versus 1 without a lot of complications, but unfortunately, there were too many dudes over there who made the whole thing way scarier than it needed to be. Oh, you have a hat. I don't think I have a hat. Thank you for your generous contribution to the mummy fund of having a hat, Mr. Gastronoc. I'm not even at the HP range where I would be afraid of your airstrikes because I have massive amounts of HP. Mm, yeah, having that manual of fighting that we found in that ice cave was a game changer. Really compensates for the fact that the Bailey didn't even have a potion of experience. Not that we could use a potion of experience, of course, because we are a mummy, but still, we didn't even get that. We didn't even get an item that we couldn't use. That's how bad it was. Okay, I don't like this. Oh, I have Bump Drain. Yeah, Bump Drain is the way to go. Um, Unfortunately, no Skelly or no ally out of that Cane Toad. I could have used it. Um, okay, I'm gonna try to move towards this choke point. It goes well. Okay, I'm gonna sit here in the choke point. Sometimes the Ashensari's crying confuses me because I see the monster and everything else in the game like mm, conditions you to think that if you can see a monster, the monster can see you. But with Ashensari, that's not the case. Ashensari is the only thing in the game that kind of breaks the rule. Um, so yeah, you just like sit there waiting for the monster to come towards you, and it never does. Elements and beguiling, I'll get that on the hat. Okay, if I curse the shield, at that point I would get 6 pips of piety with Ashensari. Not that it matters too much, but it does enhance your stuff. Okay, now we are getting pole arms because I want to make use of. No, let's get shields. Let's get shields. Gonna need like 12 shields. 12 shields. It shouldn't be very difficult to get 12 shields thanks to Ashensari. Um, Yeah, 1.5 delay on my melee weapon. It's untrained and I also have a shield. Pretty rough. I'm running low on some boss. Probably gonna use animate that against these guys. Yeah, your Jack zombie is destroyed. There we go. We got some wolves as well. Must be some of those wolves that I encountered earlier. There we go. I even got a wolf spider zombie. Pretty good. Oh, more wolves. Yeah, lots of wolves. It ran out, so I'm not gonna get these wolves. That's a shame. So yeah, if you still have not tried new Necromancy, I recommend you to do it just to give it a try and see how it is. Trying changes immediately as they happen is a pretty good thing because you get to compare them, how they were before, how they are now. Or how they will be unstable. Like for example, with Hot Hells. In Hot Hells, the first version of Hot Hells was significantly harder than the version that ended up making it to stable. So yeah, the only way for you to know how messed up it was for you to play it. What if Necromancy right now is like super weak or super strong, and if you don't play it, you don't really get to know it. Melee combat and range combat again. That's not a good curse. I would like to get a curse that I will retain for the rest of the game on this item because that item is like my very first item that will actually stay with me for the rest of the game. Well, the hat as well is a pretty good item, but it also has a pretty god tier curse with elements and beguiling that gives me good stuff for like conjurations, elemental conjurations, such as a stone arrow or iron shot if I find zombie hands later on. So what's oh, the wolf spider was probably accompanying all those wolves. Okay. Meliai, huh. Meliai are pretty scary. Yeah, there's something that you don't really ever want to fight. Oh, we got Spider. That's a tragedy. We got Shoals and Spider, so I already think that this character is not looking good. I'm probably gonna die in the mid game just because I got Shoals and Spider. It's just how it is. Um, I wish you got an easy branch and a hard branch, just as you get a watery branch and a poisony branch. In my opinion, the easy poisony branch would be. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll get that on the kite shield. In my opinion, the easy poisony branch is the mm, spider. No, snake. Snake is the easy poisony branch, and the easy watery branch is swamp. Shoals and spider are the hard ones. So it's gonna be pretty rough, but it's still not guaranteed that I'm gonna die. It's just very likely that it will happen. We shall see what we end up getting before we have to go to those places. I still have a fair share of the game to go before I have to go in. And I did get a manual of fighting. Like, I'm walking around with massive amounts of HP, the likes of which I would normally have when going into those places. So yeah. Snakes have salamanders, not scared of fire. Yeah, kind of scared of fire, but not that much, you know. Spider is much worse. Mm. Yeah, you can counteract that with some gear that I still do not have, of course. I only have a source of fire resistance, so eventually the time will come when I start destroying my loot to replace it with other loot that does give me the resistances that I need. I use Animate Death there to get some elephant zombies. Pretty good. How much HP do they have? 76. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Seven-headed Hydra. Okay, seven-headed Hydra. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did to the eight-headed Hydra earlier. Agony, agony. I would Mystic Blast if I could, but I don't have access to that. Not next to my zombies, so instead of that, I'm just gonna walk away. There we go. The seven-headed Hydra dies. Yeah, I only lost to zombies. Not bad. I like this character. I really like that this character has now acquired a way to deal with pretty much everything. Not only that, but it's also ridiculously strong because Ashensari really fixes every character. No matter how bad it is, when it comes to aptitudes, Ashensari fixes it. It does not fix cats, unfortunately, because cats get no inventory slots for curses. They get no HP, and Ashensari cannot help you if you don't have HP. And yeah, cats are just not real crawl characters, so it's pretty rough for cats to play the game. I'm a bit surprised that cats still exist in the game. Would have expected them to kind of, just be removed because they kind of suck. Yeah, cat is a different game for masochists. Cat is not crawl. Cat is something else. I am looking forward to the time when I can actually start training for this. I think I could do it now. 14. It's gonna be fast because I have a fair amount of curses that enhance my melee combat. The time has finally come for me to use those. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Let's see. Always important to check if you don't have like Death Channel or something. I have Anguish, but I don't care too much about Anguish. I'm gonna rest to full HP. Full mana too. What do you think about Jin? I think Jin is pretty good and pretty funny, especially if you don't know about spellcasting. Like if you got your first win and you went for what everyone recommends, just the Minotaur Berserker, and you want to get into spellcasting, but you feel intimidated because there's a million spells. Jin is a pretty good way to go because Jin's spells they scale with your character's experience levels, so like you're not gonna get something that's completely unusable at pretty much any point in the game, as long as you as long as you continue training spellcasting, you'll continue to get things that you can use. And you also get to try a bunch of different spells and stuff. So yeah, Jin is pretty nice. It's also a pretty good species for a more experienced character, or for a more experienced player, because it is just a different challenge. I was wondering why I was regenning a lot, but it's just that my attack speed is so low. Wow, this is so sad. But it is functional somehow. I don't know how, but like we're actually killing things. Sonia doesn't have distortion this time, and by extension, she's super weak. Yep, Sonia without distortion is a joke. Sonia with distortion is scary and worthy of respect. I think she should just get distortion every time instead of. I think it is like a 1 in 4 chance for her to get distortion, or I think it is 3 in 4, but I'm not sure. We got an altar of Jiva, but of course I'm not reclassing into Jiva. Absolutely not. There we go. This character feels really, really good. Lots of torpor snails. Not that scary, because fortunately they came alone. If they had been supported by anything, then that would have been scary. But yeah, 3 torpor snails on their own, not that much of a risk for my character. I wonder if my character is strong. I don't know. I wouldn't say that it is strong, but it does feel kind of okay. I guess it's Guarashensari plus Mommy will end you getting to be 17% chance to petrify. Fortunately, I had a million zombies that just muffed that guy as soon as I get petrified. When you're a mommy, you do not get access to potions, and by extension, you don't get access to not being petrified. It's pretty nasty. Okay, Hydra, get over here. I don't want to step next to the Hydra. Okay, I'll step next to the Hydra. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Hello, Star. Hello, Railbird. Good to see you around. Thank you for stopping by. There we go. We got rid of the Hydra. The Power of Agony. I wonder if we're gonna get some funny items from this bolt. I have gotten the elemental staff before from the forest, from the abyssal forest, but still I have gotten the elemental staff, so I know that pretty good items can generate here. Hopefully we get something along the lines of the elemental staff. Yeah, the elemental staff is such a strong item. Okay, probably shouldn't be resting right in the entrance of the forest. Okay. Oh, hold on. The Hydra. Better take care of the Hydra before anything. Agony, agony, agony. Mystic Blast, Mystic Blast. Well, I guess Mystic Blast is not doing the trick. We're gonna go for a Bamp Drain. By the way, my Bamp Drain is at 90% power and it deals 2 dice of 12. It's not bad. It actually deals a bit more damage than the Mystic Blast, and it similarly doesn't miss. So yeah, pretty good thing to have access to. Oh, I wish I had 3 mana. Having 3 mana right now would be a pretty good thing. Let's hope that the Bogart dies soon. But I'm gonna continue walking away from the Death Yak. There we go. That means that the Bogart died. Because I did poison it enough to kill it, but I wanted to speed up the process by casting Ignite Poison. Unfortunately, that was not really possible. Yeah, when it comes to Jin, if you have never played Jin, you should give it a try. Jin is fun. Oh, spell fizzles. That's my bad. Okay, I probably should use Animate Death here. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I have to cast it every now and then to get a bunch of sumbos. There we go. Good stuff. I seem to have acquired a large amount of money throughout this playthrough. I guess it's understandable because I don't think I've seen shops. There's a general store on D5 that has a Book of Bulgari, which no longer has LRD, but it does have swiftness, so maybe I should have grabbed that to, be able to run away from things. Bit too late for that now. Now I have Mystic Blast, which does let me run away from things, and also kill everything. Mystic Blast is one of those spells that let you kill everything in the game. It's very weak, but you can certainly use it to kill Orbs of Fire. I know because I've done it with a Jin before. Jin is probably a special case because of their high fire resistance and also high mana bar. They just get so much mana that you can probably afford to spend like 100 mana casting Mystic Blast on an Orb of Fire to kill it like that. Probably doesn't work for most other characters. Okay, let us continue. We get to go do the 12. I think the level that had the Orc entrance was a level that I didn't really beat or really clear. Man, it feels nice to have tools to be able to kill things and not die in the process. Okay. Pyromancer is somewhat scary, but I do have fire resistance, fortunately. So not as scary as it would be if I didn't have that. I also have a decent amount of HP, so it's not the worst thing ever. You like Gladiator? Merfolk Gladiator is actually a classic. People recommend Merfolk Gladiator all the time. It's a bit better than Fighter for Merfolk because Merfolk do not really do well with armor, -3 armor plus redodging, and they get a bit of extra dexterity compared to a fighter. So yeah, Merfolk Gladiator is fine. Pretty good indeed. Mm. How are we going to deal with this Acid Dragon? Necrotize is how we deal with that guy. Just wait around the corner. Oh, it forgot about me. You see that? That's annoying. But at least Ashensari let me see it happen. LRD, LRD. Yep, this character has a bit of everything. Banishment 17%. Don't do it. Don't do it. I can kill you. Don't do it. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for abstaining from trying to banish me. Acrobat. And we shall leave that on the floor. I like my regen. A knight. D12 knight. Sure. Not really an issue. There's something in the way. Okay, so it does let you target things with the scrying that you can see with the scrying, but it doesn't let you actually hit them. That's pretty annoying. I would consider that to be a downside of worshipping Ashensari. The scrying should be a thing that you can toggle on and off. It can be annoying sometimes, though it does make the levels look cool. Like, look at the map, it looks pretty nice and cool. Very unlike the map that you would see on any other character. Let's go do Orc now. Oh yeah, I can tap with this Trident of Pain now, and it actually is killing things quite well. This looks like a scary fight to take. Maybe I should read a scroll of poison, of which I have 4, and then just walk deeper into the poison, forcing monsters to step into it. That's so bad. I shouldn't do that. Yeah. The unfortunate downside of being a mommy is that it's very difficult to ignite poison when you use a scroll of poison. Oh no, why am I trying to use Spam Drain? What I should use is Poisonous Vapors. Okay. I wish I could have reaped more zombies. Alright, I'll just recast it. Considering that I didn't really have many zombies, it was fine. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. So far, the character seems to be going quite well, in my opinion. Um, what do you think about the character so far? I think I am in a pretty good spot because I'm able to pretty much kill everything. Between Poisonous Vapors, LRD, Ignite Poison, Necromancy, of course. Yeah, I just have a tool for every situation, which feels wonderful. Mystic Blast even for when monsters get too close to me. I even have a pain branded weapon. Okay. Ascensori's Crying is nice. Lets you see through walls. Lets you see what you're gonna have to fight against in the near future. Orc Sorcerers can paralyze, so that would be nasty. Okay, it does paralyze me. Let's see how long it paralyzed me for. 2 turns. Okay. Works are nasty. Works are something that I have issues killing. Because I do not have... like, they're poison resistant. So yeah, killing works is kind of difficult. My best way to kill things is Poisonous Vapors, Ignite Poison. I guess for works I can either melee them or use Vamp Drain. Vamp Drain does deal pretty okay damage. It's not like it's a bad thing to use. Oh, I got paralyzed again. Been getting paralyzed a bit too much for my own comfort. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Got a nice haul of zombies out of doing that. And of course, I just won the fight, so yeah, this is going well. Merfolk is pretty decent overall. That is correct. Merfolk is the species that just wins you the game pretty much for picking up a polearm. Just like Orc wins you the game pretty much for picking up an axe. You can get fancy with Merfolk and use like Swords Merfolk is something that I tried pretty much immediately as the Swords rework made it into Trunk, and I was very happy with how it went. I actually liked it more than Polearm's Merfolk. The aptitude is also pretty good. It's not +3, but it is +2, and all the dexterity increases your damage a lot, and it also increases your increases your evasion, increases your shield, and increases your damage. So yeah, Merfolk get a lot of value out of going dexterity compared to going strength with their -3 armor skill. You're doing swords with dexterity because more dodging is nice, exactly. That amulet is not something that I care about right now. The amulet of the air is also bad, just period bad. There's mana regen, but I don't think I care too much at this point. Yeah, it would have been nice to have it earlier, before I cursed my amulet of regen. The other shop has nothing for me. Let us continue. Okay, the popcorn orcs are actually dying to my tap pretty easily now. I do have issues with warriors onwards. For those I have to cast the spells, but it's fine. Ah, look at that. That amulet of the Firefly does look interesting. Mana regen, 6 strength, 3 dexterity. I might want to get that at some point. Masterwork ringmail. Let's get it. Maybe it's good. It's okay. I wouldn't say that it's bad. It's pretty decent. I don't know if I like it too much, however. The double willpower is definitely quite enticing. I might want to go for it. Hmm. It's a lot of dudes. Let me get to here. Okay. So what I have noticed is that when those guys step on the teleport trap or the blink trap, sometimes I don't get blink. Wow, that's super nasty, actually. Let's not fight there. I don't have digging. I would like to have digging. Do I win this fight? It's starting to look like I don't. Um, hmm. Is the air hitting the microphone too hard? I don't feel like it is hitting the microphone too hard, but do let me know. I don't listen to myself while I am streaming, so I don't know if it can be heard. Hmm. You don't hear it? Okay, that's nice then. I can leave the window open. Okay. Hmm. Apart from that amulet that I may or may not get, I don't know if I care too much about the loot obtained here. Yeah, yeah, it was kind of underwhelming, not gonna lie. Um, let's see. Yeah, the amulet of the Firefly and the ringmail. Ah, the ringmail is okay. Maybe I should put that on. Does offer me more protection compared to the troll ladder. But it's gonna be heavier, right? Like, what's the encumbrance rating on that? 7. I think it might be okay, but I probably should train some armor if I want to use it. Dude, it's insane. Look at these skills. These skills don't look like mommy skills. And you want to know why that is? It's because I found a manual of fighting and because I am with Ashensari. Those two things combined are incredible. They are on something else. Really insane. I am gonna pick it up. Maybe I'm gonna use it, but probably not. I feel like I would need something that provides me with fire resistance. Fire resistance is a very important thing for me to have. Obviously, also resistance to electricity. On the other resistances department, we're okay. Especially, or like even willpower. I don't have any willpower items equipped, but eventually with levels I'll have enough willpower to not die and to not get hexed just naturally because 5 willpower per level up. um, yeah, at experience level 16 I get 80 willpower. Yeah, that's 2 pips of willpower at level 16. Let's go back to the dungeon. mm, Skeletal warriors, bring it on. I have this spell on death, so I am not afraid of you. Intelligence. I think mummies don't get stats on leveling up. Only the stats that they get when you can choose them. Oh no, I think they get intelligence every 5 levels? Huh, I need to check because I just leveled up to 15. So maybe I just got 3 intelligence instead of 2 intelligence. Armor. Probably gonna be using armor. Oh no, they get a random stat every 5 levels. That's pretty bad, you know? But I guess that's the point of mummies. They're not meant to be good. Okay. Really, really strong character so far. It's gonna get much better if I find zombie hands or iron shot. Either one of those two is gonna be a fantastic find for my character. It is so strong that I'm doing this bolt just right now. Like maybe I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm still doing it because I don't think it's that much of an issue. I can use condenser vein. We get clouds of fire. That's actually nice. Clouds of fire. I was expecting to get clouds of Not fire. Well, no, I was not hoping, but I was thinking that I was gonna get meth clouds again, because that's usually what you get when you don't have skill in evocations. But I didn't, so yeah, not bad. Mm -mm -mm. Ran out of mana. I should be able to kill this acid dragon without a lot of issues. It seems like a miniature version of like Boltz 5, like baby Boltz 5. I hope that it has some good loot for me. Oh, hold on. Need to prioritize that boulder beetle. Yep, those guys hurt a bit too much for me to not be able to, or for me to ignore it. If it gets a good hit on me, things might go very bad. I'm still surprised at the very large amount of HP that I have with this character. It really astonishes me. Pretty good. Okay, I'll buy the scroll of immolation. So yeah, I want some books. I want zombie hands. I want iron shot, and I want toxic radiance, of course. Though the more we go into the game, the least impactful toxic radiance is gonna be. I would still like to have it. It would still be a pretty good thing to have, but it's not gonna be incredible anymore. Okay, there we go. So you can just one-shot those vampire mosquitoes with Dispel Undead. How much damage is that dealing? Dispel Undead, 3 dice of 30. Look at the spell power, geez. Double Necromancer Enhancer is actually very noticeable. Especially when you actually, get to the point where you get the double Necromancy Enhancer and not actually using Necromancy. 3 dice of 30 is some insane damage. It is of course only on undead, but still, undead are no longer an issue for my character. I'm very glad that I got that so early into the game. Okay, before I leave, let's take a look at this. The short bow is interesting, it's decent. Not gonna use it, but certainly interesting and decent. Okay, what curse does this have? Gonna lurk, keep it up? Yeah, sure. Thank you for the continued support. What does my Troller armor have? Elements and companions. Elements is good, so it's gonna hurt to lose it a bit. But I kind of want to wear the ringmail of the tuna. Because I am already training armor, so yeah, just to take advantage of that. Alright, shatter the chains on the Troller armor. Put on that, and I get a fair amount of extra armor class, 16 armor class. I can still cast everything, so yeah, everything is just fine. I did lose some spell power because I destroyed the thing from Ashensari. Like you can see all the skills go down and everything. The more cursed you are, the better your skills are, the higher they are. You know how it is. The Ringmail of Spite. Okay, it's not terrible, but it's also not very good. I'm gonna leave it on the floor. What I have right now is slightly better. That does give regen, however. Another Hydra. Oh, maybe I should cast Animate that so I can have an Hydra zombie. How much damage does it deal? Dispel on Death. 3 dice of 27. Josephine. Okay, Josephine, unfortunately for you, not afraid of you. You know what? You want to know something funny about Josephine? It says here half undead herself, but I cannot dispel undead her. Josephine is unaffected. Yeah. Oh, she has dispel undead. Funny thing, she actually has dispel undead. 3 dice of 18. Pretty nasty. I'm gonna hide behind my zombie. Pretty nasty that I cannot dispel undead Josephine, but she can dispel undead me. Dancing weapons are nasty for my character. They would be much easier to deal with if I had zombie hands. I can LRD them, but I would prefer not to, of course. Okay, I'm gonna throw the Hydra at those guys. And then when the Hydra dies, or right now, I'm just gonna cast Animate Dead again. Agnes's Lajatang is fortunately not the worst thing ever. She only has a +0 Lajatang. It could be way worse than that. You kill Agnes. Okay, that's pretty good. I wish I had more mana, but not much to do about it because I cannot drink. At least I have respectable melee, you know, with the Trident of Pain. It's at pretty much min delay. Still haven't found the Scroll of Acquirement. Maybe I did find a Potion of Experience at some point, but it of course doesn't really matter. So I don't know if I found one of those. I haven't really been keeping track. The game doesn't even stop you when you get one of those if you cannot use it. Do I get that curse? Sure. I'll destroy it eventually anyway. That curse is not that good, but it's also not a curse that I care to have forever. D15, last level of the dungeon. Boulder Beetle almost hit me. That would have been nasty. Oh, I have this one on that. I was thinking about how I was going to deal with that. Now that it was within melee range, unable to, you know, be affected by LRD, or not really be affected, but like unable to LRD it without it hurting me as well. But then I remember that I had this spell on death. Okay, this Ifrit is gonna be annoying to deal with. I don't think Pain Brand does a lot against this guy. My zombies end up taking care of it, fortunately. They don't wield weapons. I think they did wield weapons at some point, but they very clearly don't do it anymore. Which vastly reduces their damage output, but they're still reasonably tanky. 42, 85, the two-headed augers. So yeah. Still waiting for upgrades on this character. There's many upgrades that can be had on this character, but unfortunately, you know, I haven't stumbled upon any since Irradiate, which I chose not to get. To be completely fair, I did have a pretty crazy early game, so no complaints with my luck so far. I've had much worse characters. Okay, time to get a zombie refill. Blink and Manifold Assault. I'll get Blink. Blink, I can already cast it because I have Mystic Blast. Mystic Blast gives you the nice incidental upside of being able to use blink as well. That's painful. Don't do it again. Yeah, the fire dragon is the thing that I'm actually scared of. The ice dragon is whatever. Yeah, I can actually just bam drain the ice dragon to heal a bit in the middle of the fight. Fire dragon is pretty hurt. With a bit of luck, it's just gonna get killed by all my Sunbows. Almost destroyed. There we go. The Fire Dragon scales are intact enough to where this might be what I use for the rest of the game. It would give me 2 pips of fire resistance, and I do lose 1 pip of cold resistance, but it's fine because I have 2. And let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at these fire scales. Encumbrance rating 11 compared to the 7 of the Ringmail. It should be fine. It should be fine. I should fully enchant them before I put them on because these are actually gonna be like my endgame armor, unless I find something better. Okay. So we're done with Lair, Orc, and D15, and I don't think I can do Elf. So unfortunately, the only thing that I have left to do is to go do Spider or Shoals. And yeah, Spider sucks. Let's go do Shoals instead. Fortunately, I didn't get Snake. Someone earlier mentioned Salamanders. But yeah, that's something that I don't have to worry about with this one character. Still, obviously, I would prefer to not have gotten these branches. Yeah, it's just a pretty rough situation. Scroll of Poison. You can't drink. I was gonna drink Attraction. Unfortunate. There we go. That just killed everything. Maybe I should have used Animate Death. I have 150 HP at experience level 16. It really is quite nice. Look at that. I have 20 fighting from the manual and Ashensari. It's insane how much Ashensari helps your skills. And could you believe that this is actually the nerfed version of that? Because it used to actually enhance them even more. Of course, it is more noticeable when you have 6 pips of piety, because the level of enhancement scales with your piety. Okay, unfortunately I don't really have much mana. 3 mana? 3 mana? Oh no, I just killed the Snapping Turtle. I am surprised at how much damage I'm dealing with this Trident of Pain. It actually is insane that I can press staff and it works with this Trident of Pain. Because it's this like not even a Demon Trident or anything, it's just a lowly Trident that is eventually gonna get replaced. It has Cunning and Evocations. Yeah, I have not trained Evocations now that I remember. It might not be a terrible idea for me to train that. I'm gonna do it right now. Gonna train it to 12. Just because I have Ashensari. Without Ashensari, I would train it to 8. Maybe even less than that. Yeah, oh, good point, Star Polemic. I wanted to go for a Necromancer of Kiku, but it just didn't happen. Mommy, Necromancer of Ash, 1 out of 2. Yeah, so far, I would say that this is going really well. Thank you for reminding me about that. I certainly appreciate that. The plan for the day was to go Kiku. I was like, finally I'm gonna go a Necromancer of Kiku, but no. It just wasn't meant to be. The Necromancer of Kiku that I had died really, really fast. I went into a D7 Bailey and it just killed me before I could even get the loot. I had a Nork warrior that just dodged 3 darts of Kirare. And I was like, okay, the moment that I hit the dart of Kirare, I just start running away, of course. But it dodged it 3 times in a row and then just hit me twice and it pretty much two-shot me because early game. It was pretty bad. Yeah, that was not a good character, let me tell you. That was most definitely not a good character. This one, however, seems to be doing much better. What is that? A bad helmet. It is a bad helmet, that's what it is. The negative willpower makes it not really usable. Maybe if I had an item of willpower, like double willpower maybe, but I do not have that, unfortunately, so there's no way that I'm using that. By extension, there's no way that I'm doing that bolt. How hurt are my zombies? Okay, I think they can be replaced. Still waiting for like a bookshop or something. I really need zombie hands, iron shot. Toxic radiance is one of the big spells that I would love to have. But we shall see how it goes. If I don't get anything, I think I could win with what I currently have. It would probably be very painful, but I think I could do it. Okay, Death Yaks. That's a trademark of Polyphemus. If you see Death Yaks here, it's guaranteed to be Polyphemus. Because our Cyclopes have bands of Dream Sheep instead of Death Yaks. I would say that the Dream Sheep are more scary than the Death Yaks, to be completely honest. Okay, okay. I wonder if I should just dive past this level, because there is Polyphemus here. Maybe I should do it. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I don't want to go down those stairs. I'm glad that I did not go down those stairs in a moment of danger, because that would have been a very nasty thing to stumble upon with like 50 HP or so. Yeah, I wanted to check my reserves of defensive items. I have a ton of scrolls of teleports, but only 3 scrolls of blinking. So those are gonna be highly, highly valuable for my character. You know, it's just you don't really have many defensive options. You don't have haste. You don't have cancellation. You don't have three form. You don't have many things when you play a mommy. Your scrolls of blinking, which are usually highly valuable, are even more valuable when you play mommy. You're trying to get better at early game. What are your thoughts on brief quaff identifying things? Just to read identify, not to quaff identify, because it can give you potion of mutation, which can give you the worst mutation in the game, which can make you want to quit, even if you don't. Even if it doesn't directly kill you, it can make you quit the game or want to quit the game. So yeah, it definitely is dangerous. What are these ones? Ice Blast. The Grand Grimoire is an okay book. I wish it had Haunt. If it had Haunt, I would definitely go for it. But it doesn't have Haunt. It has Malign Gateway, which is still a fantastic spell, and it has Summon Horrible Things, which is also a fantastic spell. Those two high-level summons are really, really strong. I wish I was not surrounded by harpies. That would certainly be quite nice. Okay. There we go. Better get rid of the fire before all these harpy zombies are destroyed. They were pretty hurt by the fire, unfortunately, but it's fine. Hello, Torinsky. Hello, Torinsky. I am doing fine. How about you? How did your stream go? Um, what were you doing? How was it going? Mm. Also, what were you playing today? Oh yeah, this level has Polyphemus. Maybe I shouldn't be in this level. I'm playing a Mommy Necromancer of Ashensari because Ashensari is the way to make Mommy work. Take note for your own series, Torinsky. Go Ashensari. Trust me on this one. Go Ashensari. Behomet is a reasonable alternative, but Ashensari really is the way to go. You're doing great. Have fun stream. Beat Tunic last week, so you were fooling around super auto pets. I've seen that, but yeah, I never got into super auto pets. I did get into another game that I saw Dunker Slam play. Now that you mentioned super auto pets, and that was Vampire Survivors. I played a bit like 2 weeks ago. Haven't played too much of it after, but I'm probably gonna play more at some point. Um, Pretty fun game, Vampire Survivors. Mm. So the Catoplepas is kind of carrying Polyphemus here. Yeah, cannot get rid of the petrification status effect. So if I get petrified, that's it. That's pretty much it. Um, for the reasons I mentioned, I tend to ID potions before scrolls, but once you've ID'd all the bad potions, then you sometimes ID scrolls. Yeah, pretty much that. Just first ID your potions and then ID your scrolls. Um, read IDing your scrolls is not that bad. Sometimes you do lose a scroll of blinking and stuff, but it's okay. It's not the worst thing ever. Polyphemus the Cyclops zombie. Max HP 136. It can hit for 24 and hit for 36. Not bad. I should not cast Animate Dead anymore. That Polyphemus zombie is pretty beefy. Alright, alright. Now, what do we train for? I can get the big book, the Grand Grimoire, and by extension I could get Summon Horrible Things and Malin Gateway, both of which are perfectly serviceable spells to win the game. Normally I would shy away from them because very high level spells as a mummy with -2 aptitudes, yeah, that's like nightmarish. But I have a Shensari, and a Shensari kind of helps a lot with that. So yeah, feel very compelled to actually go for it, and that means training summonings. It is definitely like my win condition so far. It's like the very first good win condition that I found. Uh, oh, apparently, Demigod Wonder of Beog was possible for a bit. Don't let demigods convert to Beog. Be a Nork priest. Take a look at this comment. Should check it out sometimes since it's so cheap. Yeah, it's very cheap game. Especially like really the fact that the game is so cheap is the way that they're getting everyone. Like it's very hard to argue with the value of the game with how cheap it is. I already put like easily 10 hours on it. I remember the day where I first played. I ended the stream and then I played like 4 or 5 more hours after I ended the stream while I was watching the sumo. It really is scary. That game is so cool, but very scary for sure. Anyway, we're going for summonings because I always tell you that the best win condition is the first one that you get, and that's the first win condition that I got, so we're using that. I wouldn't if I wasn't with Ashensari. I would try to wait for something that's a bit more suited to what I'm already doing, but it was not the case. I think that book should definitely have yeah, the Grand Grimoire should definitely have Haunt. That's what I was about to say. The Haunt is a very rare spell nowadays. It doesn't spawn in the Necronomicon and it doesn't spawn in the Grand Grimoire. Two books that used to have it before the book rework. I don't know what books have it now. Yeah, I have no idea what books have Haunt now. It is a really, really strong spell, but should it really be that rare? I don't know. I don't think it should be that rare. Anyway, it's good to wait for the zombies to surround me before going downstairs because I could just stir dance dudes and lure them right into my zombies. The zombies, for some reason, don't disappear. They just wait for you on the other side of the stairs. Okay, I got Noxious Bog, which is kind of like poisonous vapor, or not poisonous vapors. It's like toxic radiance, but the issue is that it's a transmutation poison spell instead of just being a poison spell. So I don't think I want to go for it. The transmutations is a bit too much, and it is good, but it's not incredible. It doesn't kill orbs of fire. It doesn't kill anything that flies. It would be fantastic here if I had found it much earlier in the game, but it just didn't happen. Um, Anyway, my character is very pleasantly tanky enough to be able to deal with that kind of thing. I already have my endgame armor ready to go. It's just a matter of enchanting it enough. I have +4 already available from the Scrolls of Enchant Armor, but I need 4 more. I'm gonna be wearing Fire Dragon skills, and that's probably gonna give me a solid 20 something, maybe even 30 armor class by the end of the game if I continue to train a bit of fighting. In addition to that, I also think that it's gonna let me cast those spells that I've been talking about. More specifically, Malign Gateway. Malign Gateway is my main spell, in my opinion. Haunt is also, or not Haunt. I keep thinking about Haunt as if I had it. I wish I had it. Not Haunt, but Summon Horrible Things. It's also incredible, but it's level 8. Level 8 might actually be a bit too much. Um, Malign Gateway, however, will be enough to do the rest of the game. The beauty of Malign Gateway is that it completely renders orbs of fire a joke. Like it just makes them a joke. It doesn't. They don't really have anything to do against you once you have Malign Gateway, which is a pretty good thing because I am a mummy. A mummy without fire resistance so far. I will get some fire resistance from my fire skills, but still. Um, Oh, you know what I would also like to find? Randart's Ring of Fire Resistance with some good stuff. Ideally with resistance to electricity. If I was to find a ring with fire resistance and resistance to electricity and nothing else, I would be very happy with that ring. Um, if it doesn't happen, that's okay. I think I will also like resistance to corrosion, but much less so than resistance to electricity. You don't usually get hit with corrosion or like acid attacks from behind your 17 million zombies. Um, okay, I don't like this situation that much. I don't think it's so scary yet, but it could get pretty scary. I think I'm gonna err on the side of caution here and just breathe teleport. And yeah, immediately as I do, I take 38 damage. I knew that I was wary for a reason. Vamp Drain is nice when you have the HP to, not explode while you're using Vamp Drain. Just it's like drinking potions of curing, waiting for you to teleport. Not bad at all, but not the greatest thing ever either. So yeah, I still hold the idea or like the opinion that new Necromancy is kind of rough. Um, it works a bit better, but yeah, it's nasty. Okay, that's pretty bad. Do I die before I get to teleport here? I maybe should fear. I'll fear. Okay, now I wish I could do something about it, but I can't. It's like using Sanctuary with Sin. It's just delaying the unavoidable. I cannot drink, so I cannot heal myself. Um, really lost a lot of HP there. It felt like pretty much out of nowhere. Pretty rough, especially the 26 damage. Harpies are hard to deal with for this character. Okay, have evocations skill now. How's my summonings looking? 7. It really goes up like crazy fast thanks to Ashensari. I don't have the book, but I have to pick it up. And yeah, I guess I'm probably gonna get Summon Hydra and Malin Gateway as well. It's gonna be pretty fun. Yeah, it's gonna be really, really crazy strong. Okay, I should get an ally here. What do we have? The one time that I don't have Box of, or the one time that I want to use Box of Beasts, I don't have it. Unfortunate. Let's use a scroll summoning. Wow, that's a pretty squalid scroll of summoning. Mm. The Demon Trident of Freezing might actually become my endgame weapon. It could be upgraded into a Demon Trident of Pain with enough Scrolls of Brand weapon, and then enchanted, and it would be a nice replacement for my current Trident. Okay. Let's see if I have not found other Demon Tridents. No, that's the first one that I found. Let me pick it up because I am going to use it most likely. Just not immediately. What curse does this have? Cunning and Evocations. Mm, I kinda like being fully cursed, so I don't want to destroy my trident. Because the alternative is destroying the trident and just using the other demon trident that I just found while waiting. I'm glad that I also didn't just dump all my scrolls of enchant weapon on it immediately, because I literally found a better one right after I decided against doing that. The two things were related actually. I was gonna do it, but then I realized that it like didn't really make any sense to do such a thing if I was not gonna switch him to using it immediately. And I'm glad that I didn't. Mm, Book of Displacement. What does that one have? Oh, Lesser Beckoning, Gale's Gravitas, and Teleport Other. Alright. Barnacled Rune and Feel is Power. You pick up the Barnacled Rune and Feel is Power. That's not my first rune this game. Now I could just leave. I'm probably going to do that. There's no need for me to stay here. And yeah, there's plenty of reasons for me not to stay here actually. There is, however, maybe a small reason to stay here, and that would be maybe finding another Demon Trident, one that is pain branded, so I don't have to rebrand the one that I have. Spectral. Spectral is pretty strong, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for pain. I look death. I guess that's just what happens with mummies. We got Spectral and we got Venom. Spectral was not even that bad because I have zombies. I'm probably gonna be fighting surrounded by my zombies later in the game. So yeah, Spectral is, in my opinion, the early game equivalent of speed. I probably shouldn't have walked towards this Javelineer and should have just killed it with Poisonous Vapors and Ignite Poison. By the way, you probably didn't notice, but I picked up Stone Arrow at some point. I got a book of Geomancy and I just picked up Stone Arrow because Stone Arrow is a pretty okay spell. It furthers my repertoire of spells that I can use to kill things. Yeah, just adds a nice a little amount of variety to the spells that I can use to kill things, which is always pretty nice. There's gotta be some dude that is. Oh yeah, there is some dudes that are like completely immune to LRD and Poisonous Vapors and Dispel on Death, which are like my main killing spells now. So for those dudes, a Stone Arrow is the way to go. I might Amnesia it, however, because oh wow, you have a +6 Demon Trident. Okay, that's gonna be what I enchant. I kind of regret dumping the brand weapons on the +3 Demon Trident now. I was really not expecting to find a +6 Demon Trident. That can be easily enchanted. I'm gonna hold on to it because we could still find the Pain brand on a Demon Trident later on a Hell Knight or something. And yeah, I would like to have the Pain brand. Pain brand is a lot of damage. It is unfortunately a lot of damage that doesn't do anything against something like Orbs of Fire and Ancient Leeches, Tentacle Monstrosities. You know, many of the Sot monsters, but that's just the nature of Necromancy. In fact, I would say that Necromancy is a pretty bad skill to have in Sot. That's why I'm trying to get Malin Gateway. What's Necrotize? Necrotize is the new level 1 Necromancy spell. It is animate skeleton plus pain without the damage. It's pretty fantastic. Yeah, I like it a lot more than I ever liked either of the two spells that it replaced. Um, Give me a second, please. All right, thank you for the patience. I am ready to continue now. So yeah, Necrotize is a good necromancy spell, a good level 1 necromancy spell, which is fantastic because such a thing was not in the game before Necrotize. It is something that was completely necessary. Pain was an awful level 1 spell. The self damage was really the worst part of Pain, but the fact that it checked willpower was also pretty bad. The self damage made it completely unusable on some species. Like Cat Necromancer with the self damage from Pain, they start with like 7 HP. They're not gonna be able to cast Pain. They're literally gonna die to any hit after spending the whole mana bar casting Pain. Yeah, pretty rough. When you use Necrotize, can the allies be abjured? No, zombies cannot be abjured. They're not summons. Um, so completely immune to abjuration. Pretty nice, right? Mm. Alright, I have Blink. I should keep that in mind. There's been some situations where I have not blinked, and maybe Blink would have been a good thing to do. I wonder if I should enchant it. That +6 Demon Trident that I got earlier. Um, yeah, all necromantic allies cannot be abjured. Summons, such as Haunt, can be abjured, but that's a summon. That's not really a necromantic ally. Like it's not something that you reanimated. Things from Death Channel, things from Animate Death, the scarabs from Infestation cannot be abjured, which is pretty nice. You like that feature about Animate Skeleton in the earlier versions? Well, it is still here. Also, someone followed. Thank you for following. 1,000 cranes. I hope that you enjoy crawl because I play a lot of crawl in this channel. Um, yeah, I pretty much never play anything that is not crawl. Um, I was gonna open up a spot on Friday to play other things that were not crawl, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Anyway, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I should probably focus on killing the alligator snapping turtle. Very scary dude. Am I going to do sprints on Fridays? Maybe. I am going to probably just cut one day from my streaming schedule. There's something that I want to do on Thursdays that conflicts a bit with my current streaming schedule. So I'm probably gonna cut Thursdays, and I'm just gonna complete my character on Fridays. Wow, that's a +4 Laya tank of electrocution. Okay, okay. Pretty nasty. Once again, it would be much easier to deal with these guys if I have access to a spell that hit the entirety of the screen, such as Toxic Radiance, but unfortunately hasn't come to my character. I think a fun part about Crawl is thinking about what's the upgrade for your character. Like, what do you need for your character to become a really, really strong character? Fumbling attacks is really, really painful. I wish I didn't fumble attacks. Yep, fumbling attacks, always very aggravating. Um, the massive amount of HP that I have is really helping. You have no idea how impactful it has been so far. What is that? Ah, it's a garbage trident. Some of the demon tridents that I found, or pretty much all of the demon tridents that I found, have been better than that. Oh. Did you see that recently there was a change to make it so that artifact armor can no longer have any enchantment below -2? That's a new thing. So no more -5 globes and -7 hats. I think it's a very fantastic change because no one liked those. I once used a -5 pair of globes because it had something incredible. I don't remember. I think it happened during a tournament, but I did use a -5 pair of gloves for a bit. However, I have to say that I was very relieved when I was able to finally get rid of those. Yeah, it was pretty funny thing. Um, so we got the first rune out of shoals. I think the next thing to do is probably go to bolts or something because I'm not doing spider. Who is doing spider? Not me. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. I forgot about something important. First, check your skill training on summoning. It says 11. How is Summon Hydra looking? 43, so it's still not really castable, and it's gonna be worse when I put on uh, my fire skills. I don't need them right now, but I'll need them eventually. For now, it's nice to have the willpower. There's not a lot of fire damage in bolts. There's more cold damage, electricity damage, and hexes. Especially the bolt sentinels with their ability to mark you. That's super annoying. I despise that. Let's go do. Let's go get that book, the Grand Grimoire, from the Fenstrider Witch. Because I forgot to do that because it was a Fenstrider Witch. Okay, you're poison resistant, unfortunately, but you're not necromancy resistant. And you have paralysis, but I have a ton of willpower, and you're not gonna be able to paralyze me. Agony, 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 agony. Oh, it has a lot of willpower itself as well. Chance to affect 79%. I don't think I hit it with all the agonies that I wanted to hit it with. Anyway, Malign Gateway and Summon Horrible Things. Obviously, the spell to go for here is Malign Gateway. That thing is just on another level. Let me learn it. Oh no, I accidentally learned Dazzling Flash. Let me Amnesia that. I've never cast that spell. It got reworked recently, and yeah, I've not cast it. It's a conjuration that doesn't deal damage. It's heretical to me. Like, why does it even exist if it doesn't deal damage as a conjuration? Come on, that's not real. No, I think I'm okay. I don't want to forget anything else. What I do want to learn is okay. It's just easier if I do this. Mal, and then it's just gonna give me two options. Yeah, easier to hit the one that I want to hit. It's gonna be W for Wormy because Malign Gateway summons an Eldritch Tentacle, which looks like a Wormy. Let's go to bolts. Oh, maybe I should get some zombies. Lovely Wormy. Yep, quite a nice and friendly Wormy. This is being rather painful, I have to say. Yeah, my poor defenses are probably not enough to deal with these guys. Okay, that's not a nice thing to see right upon entering this place. Okay, fortunately I was able to teleport, but yeah, that didn't go well at all. The issue is bans. Once again, we find that Necromancy has serious issues dealing with bans. I had issues with my previous Necromancy characters when it came to bans. Okay, am I carrying a brand weapon? Like I'm out of picking up brand weapon because I should do that. Yeah, I was wondering because that's once again one of the scrolls that I don't have an auto pickup. Because you can always backtrack and pick them up if you really feel like doing such a thing. Um, mm, okay, there we go. Single dire elephant, easy to deal with. 3 dire elephants, not so easy to deal with. Okay, there we go. Got 2 dire elephant zombos, not bad. Crawl the crafting game. The crafting game? I guess so. You could say that it is slightly a crafting game, just because the level of customization, like upgrades and stuff. When I said that I was not gonna have a lot of fire damage here, I wasn't really thinking about lindworms. Those are a rather new addition to bolts. Mm. So as you can see, the zombies from Animate Death last forever. They last until you cast the spell again. If you cast the spell after after having some zombies, the zombies are immediately destroyed. You do that when your zombies are about to fall apart pretty much, and you want to replace them with better zombies, or when you don't have any zombies already. There's a demon whip there, but I couldn't care less. We are using tridents with this character. The only thing that I really want to find is a demon trident of pain, or a scroll of brand weapon that gives me the pain brand. Can it even give the pain brand? I don't know if it can give the pain brand anymore. It got reworked a bit. It was reworked a while ago. Brand weapon. Rarely with the electro. Oh, no, no, no. That's draining, electrocution, spectral, vampiric, or chaos. So it cannot be branded with pain. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know. That means that if I get a pain branded demon trident, I should treasure it. My bet is that I will get one of those from Marjorie's band at the very earliest, or Hell band or Hell Knight bands in depths. What a pain. Yeah. Okay. The time has come to upgrade my zombies again. Yeah, I have to say that this has felt better throughout the entirety of the game than the other Necromancer that I played today, like the Demon Spawn. The Demon Spawn didn't get very far, and the little that I played of it wasn't very good. I think it would be funny if Necromancers always generated with weapons of pain. I don't think it would be too much of a player buff if they always got weapons of pain, because it's just gonna be like a bunch of daggers of pain and stuff, but it would make them slightly more interesting. Yeah, control on death spell versus auto on death. I have this spell on death. Control on death used to be a thing that existed in the game. Not anymore, however. There have been many spells that have been removed throughout the years. There's a Randart Arbalest here. It's an Arbalest of speed. Very, very good, but I don't think I care too much about it. I don't have any more Zumbos, so it's time to get more out of these guys. Yeah, I really want to try Kiku with the Necromancer, because Kiku has a special interaction with Necromancy now, where you make a bunch of Zumbos, right? Kiku sometimes doubles the zombies that you would get. So yeah, just instead of getting one zombie out of killing a dire elephant, now you have 2 zombies. That's a pretty good interaction. Pretty reasonably strong, alongside all the other things that Kiku already does for Necromancers. So there's obviously a very good reason to go Kiku on pretty much any character that wants to go for Necromancy, of course. Buy one, get one for free. Pretty much, pretty much. Okay, as soon as I get rid of these guys, I'm gonna be recasting it. +4 Brodax, that's pretty bad. Yeah, let's get rid of that guy first. Okay. This would be much easier if I had spells that hit the full screen. As I have been repeatedly mentioning, we have issues with the lack of spells that hit the entirety of the screen. We also have issues with the lack of zombie hands. Zombie hands would fulfill two of those niches at once. It's a spell that hits the entirety of the screen, and it's a spell that that would allow me to, walk away from things and stuff. Very, very nice spell. Anyway, I think I want to try casting Malign Gateway. It's a 36%. I don't think summoning, or I don't think miscasts of translocation can banish you anymore. Anchors you in place. Yeah, they do that. That's something that I would rather not be in the receiving end of. You know what? The safest thing to do is to just re-teleport here. Once I have Malign Gateway, we are gonna be in a pretty good spot. I'm really looking forward to having that. As it is right now, I have yeah, I have good single target damage because I have Poisonous Vapors, Ignite Poison. That combination will remain useful for the entirety of the 3-run game. But yeah, I don't have anything going for me when it comes to area of effect damage. Give me a second, I need to close the window. It's getting pretty chilly in here. Alright, I'm ready to begin. Thank you for your patience. On that field no cold, I don't know. Not only am I the player not undead, but also the player character, the mummy in the game, does not have immunity to cold. It only has resistance. A lot of resistance, but not immunity. And it's gonna have a bit less immunity when I enact my plan of wearing the fire skills. Unfortunately, I have only found 4 scrolls of enchant armor. They're pretty rare nowadays. The spawn rate should definitely be buffed. Um, hmm. Jeez, that's awful. Oh no. Okay, we're reading blinking. Yeah, I hate how bad fights can go sometimes here. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should go to Spider. Um, Whoa, don't do that, Mr. Yoctor. That's pretty scary. Fortunately, I cannot heal, so I just kind of have to deal with it. Um, okay, that was very, very scary. It took a lot of damage really fast. But yeah, as long as you don't have to deal with bans at the same time, we're fine. But bolts is pretty much only bans. It really is a tragedy that I have not found zombie hands. I need something to deal with bans, like right now. I cannot delay it anymore. I should not be here. Yeah, that's just gonna continue happening until I run out of consumables and then I die. And I don't want that to happen, so let's just go die in Spider instead. Okay, if somehow the entrance of Spider was not absolutely miserable, as it tends to be, I'm quite surprised by that. Yes. Okay, my strategy towards the Spider is do as little of it as possible. Spider is just the nastiest place ever. Mm. There's runs where I just get Spider and I straight up do not do it, and I do like the other two room branches and bolts, or I do the Abyss, or I whatever it takes to not do Spider. But unfortunately, it seems that we're gonna have to do Spider. For mummies, Spiders is especially dangerous because they can be confused by Tarantula, and they don't get to heal that. However, I am with Ashensari, so that does counteract that, fortunately. Um, yeah, being with Ashensari makes it so that I don't have to worry too much about um, being confused, because I am immune to confusion. I have clarity. You can see it right here, clarity. Immunity to confusion and immunity to other nasty effects. Oh, this thing is undead. Yes, this thing is undead. That means that I can dispel undead it. There we go. That's pretty good. All right. It's so nice that I can dispel undead that thing. Mm. Yeah, I don't think I found refrigeration or anything with this character. Um, it's been difficult so far, life with this character. No effects that hit the entirety of the screen is rough. I do have everything that I could wish for when it comes to killing a single target. But the thing is that the more the game progresses, and we're starting to see it in bolts and in shoals and of course in Spider, the least that's gonna be a thing, you know? You're gonna start seeing more and more um, of those unseen, of those bands of monsters. So I really hope that I get something to deal with that soon. Mailing Gateway is kind of that. I should probably set a stop for this. I need 16. And after that I need also translocations to 16. Hmm. Another pretty okay Laya tank. This one has distortion. Not gonna equip it, of course. I already have my shield, and my shield is pretty okay. Um, but yeah, I can appreciate it when the game drops good Laya tanks. Those are pretty rare. Okay, Dispel on Death. There we go. Single Dispel on Death gets the job done there. Yeah, I found like 3. Aha, there we go. 3, well, 4, I guess. 2 Randards. The Liatango speed is pretty beast, you know? I found it on Layer 1. I could have gone for it, but nah, I'm okay with not going for it. Okay, this is an awful situation. Yeah, any situation where I have to fight more than one monster at a time is already an awful situation, just because of that. Fortunately, those guys are really easy to kill with what I'm doing, but still, I would prefer to not be in such situations as much as possible. Mm. Oh, I was so close to getting one more zombie. Mm. How much power do I have? 96%. It's not lasting nearly as long as it used to last with my Deep Dwarf. But the Deep Dwarf also had regen. So maybe it was just it had regen and mana regen. So maybe what was happening with the Deep Dwarf was what I was resting for like no time. That spiders as fast as living spiders? No, they're not. All zombies are slightly slower than the living counterpart, but spiders are already pretty ridiculously fast, so they can catch up to me. They serve as pretty good undead minions because they're slightly faster than I am, or as fast as I am. At least this zombie is exactly as fast as I am because the game doesn't say that he's fast or slow. Um, how much HP do you have? 85 and okay defenses. Okay, armor class, I guess, for a zombie. I shall take it. You know, I dived, I guess dived, whatever. I delved. I guess delved is okay. Past the first level, but I'm kind of clearing the second level. I should probably just go downstairs. Moth of Wrath. That means Berserk Tarantulas. This would be where I die if I was not with Ashensari, but fortunately I am with Ashensari, and so I don't have to be absurdly terrified of Berserk Tarantulas. I only have to be normally terrified of them. Hellstorm. Hellstorm is irrelevant to my character. Completely irrelevant. Yeah, I feel like there's always a better option than Hellstorm. Hellstorm does hit things um, in an area of effect, so that makes it interesting. Mildly appealing to my character, but not nearly enough for me to actually, want to use it. Um, start training translocations instead of summonings. I feel like if I start training translocations, I'm gonna be able to cast Malin Gateway much faster. I cannot cast it. Oh, I can cast it. I thought that it was gonna tell me you need to have an open and more open space. But there it is. Malin Gateway, dude, is just gonna kill everything. I should probably cast Animate Death so I can get some zombies out of whatever the Eldritch Tentacle kills. Yeah, worry me. An immense squamous appendage of some unseen creature dripping with ichor and tipped with a single terrible looking claw. It has around 100 HP, 120 HP, some pretty okay armor class, no evasion, immune to hexes, and immune to electricity, poison, fire, cold, acid, negative energy, and torment, and resistant to drowning. It can fly, it's giant. It can claw for 40 damage to cause unpredictable effects, so that means Chaos Brand. If any damage is dealt, and Tentacle Slap for 30 for Chaos Brand. Unseen creature, but like you're seeing the tentacle of the unseen creature. It's like you're seeing the hand of an unseen human, you know? Uh, really, really busted spell. Really, really strong. Oh yeah, it eventually the portal is closed and the tentacle goes neutral and then hostile and then it dies. Um, yeah, until it gets mad. Really, really strong spell. It is very difficult to kill an Eldritch Tentacle. It does have a great weakness in the form of Iron Shot, however. Your redback zombie is caught in a web. Wow, that's so annoying. That really shouldn't be a thing. Zombies should be immune to nets because of that. Doesn't make any sense that they aren't. Anyway, everyone hates a spider, so let's go downstairs into Spider 4. Yeah, as little of spider as I can possibly do. Maybe later on I'll come back and actually clear the rest of it, but probably not. The spider doesn't give loot, doesn't give a lot of experience, and it does give a lot of headaches. The layouts that we have gotten in Spider have been pretty good so far. No open level layouts, which is the kind of layout that I often get when I come here. I feel like it's a very common thing to happen, unfortunately. Just go into Spider and you immediately get a layout that's just like you go downstairs into 17 spiders, not even exaggerating, actually 17 spiders. I've had it happen before. Hey, look at these gloves. These gloves look like they would have been like -5 or -6 if it hadn't been for that recent change to armor enchantment. Anyway, we don't care about the gloves, nor the amulet. Maybe the money, but we have not found any good shops. And yeah, this is way too high level to be able to cast any of it, unfortunately. So yeah, money it is. Money it is. Despite the fact that I have not found a shop. With a bit of luck, we'll find some shops eventually. And they will be good. And they will have some Behance and Toxic Radiance. Um, and maybe even Haunt, since we are already training summoning. So I could cast Malign Gateway and Haunt. Oh yeah, you know what's a pretty good spell for dealing with this guy? Um, Stun Arrow. Stun Arrow is the best spell for dealing with this guy. Yeah, there we go. I got Stun Arrow precisely for dealing with such guys. The guys that you cannot LRD or Agony or Poison are the guys that get Stun Arrowed. And the Demonic Crawler definitely fits the criteria. Mm. Okay, I was starting to get nervous because I was really low on mana. This is gonna be rough. I am out of mana, and I have to deal with this guy. Wow, I was able to kill it. How strong is Painbrand? Very probably is the answer. Very strong. Mm. Yeah, that guy just straight up died to Painbrand. Don't feel like I did much damage myself, considering that I'm using a +2 trident and I have 12 strength and no slaying. So that was pretty much entirely Painbrand. Okay, there we go. Oh, another one of those Pharaoh ants. The ones that are dispellable with undead, with dispel undead. Yeah, I have to say that since Spider was reworked, this has been the most pleasant clear of Spider that I've had. Which is a lot to say. I'm playing a mummy, and this has been going wonderfully. It even feels weird to think about that it's been going so well. Ouch. 68 damage. Those guys can deal like 90 on like a maximum damage roll. Fortunately, it hasn't been the case. Mm. Sorry for that. Let us continue. My microphone went weird. Yeah, it was a bit of an issue, but it's okay now. Mm. Okay. Oh, box of beasts finally. Okay, now I shall use it if I really need to. It's not an item that I use very frequently, but there's been some situations already with this character where I felt like I need an ally. Um, Box of Beasts is gonna be fantastic for those situations, specifically for beginning the snowball of getting rid of all the spiders and things. Right now, for example. Okay. Hmm, Box of Beasts. Scroll of Summoning. I cannot poison the Emperor Scorpions, as Emperor Scorpions are poison resistant, unfortunately. I can Agony the Emperor Scorpions. Visit the stream to see me diving your favorite branch. Spider is your favorite branch? Or are you talking about my favorite branch? Oh, okay. Emperor Scorpion Zombie, nice. Oh, or Spider Summoned. Hold on, let's get rid of that Broth Mother. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, I get it. That's what I was thinking. Spider is really the worst place in the game, but it hasn't been awful for this character, fortunately. Um, yeah. I really thought that I was gonna be like completely doomed when I saw that I had shoals and Spider, but it's been going well. Yeah, it's been going well. Mm, the zombies have been doing some work as well. I think I have already like a couple of Emperor Scorpion zombies. Yeah, I got an Emperor Scorpion zombie really fast, and it got rid of the other Emperor Scorpion. But now they're pretty hurt, the two of them. Anyway, I got a lot of value out of Animate Death now. Mm, yeah, I was wondering how it's gonna be able to do these, but it went really well. Good stuff, good stuff. Mm. Scarf of Harm and Orb of Light. We are not using either of those things. Yeah, I think zombies should be immune to webs. Them not being immune to webs is super annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for this guy to get over here. I don't think zombies listen to orders. Yeah, they don't listen to orders. Okay, so they're just gonna die on the Emperor Scorpion. They do follow you, apparently. Hmm. Okay, I decided to recast Animate Death there because I had already lost the Emperor Scorpion, and I have another one that is severely wounded that is just gonna be easy for me to kill. And then I have a fresh Emperor Scorpion zombie or two. Okay, get over here. Agony, agony, agony. This or Vamp Drain. Agony, Vamp Drain. I didn't die from the Vamp Drain. Let's do it again. And there we go. Two brand new Emperor Scorpion zombies. Hmm. It's really unfair. Look at that. Spiders stand no chance against that. That's just insane. 119 HP and around 20 armor class. It also hits really hard. And it's fast. Well, it's not as fast as a normal Emperor Scorpion would be, but it is as fast as I am, so they don't fall behind by me out exploring, which is a pretty busted thing. I also got a Sun Moth. Nice. How much damage does this do? It's also not fast. Just 24. All right, all right. Where's the rune? Waiting for the rune. I think I went in the wrong direction. Oh no, the rune is right there. That's the rune. There we go. That's Ghost Moth. I have issues killing the Ghost Moth because it's just gonna deprive me of my mana. Normally I would go invisible immediately upon seeing a Ghost Moth, or expecting a Ghost Moth upon experiencing a Ghost Moth, but unfortunately, oh yeah, it's invisible. The zombies do not see it, so I just have to tap it. That was rough. I lost like 60 HP to the single Ghost Moth, but fortunately I was able to kill it. Anyway, now that I have the rune, let's just get out of here. I don't need to be here anymore. The side loot that you could get from doing this, which is, um, you know, the potions of ambrosia, I don't have access to that. I'm a mommy. Let's just get out of here. And I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. Thank you for watching and thank you for hanging out. If you enjoyed what you saw, you should consider following. If you are not already following, and if you are, you can consider subscribing. You don't have to, and I understand if you don't want to or you can't, but I would appreciate it if you chose to do so. With that being said, I did mention that there was a very good chance of not of there not being a stream on Thursday. But it all depends on how I feel. Like, if I don't feel well, I'm not gonna go outside my house. And by extension, I would be able to stream because I've been feeling bad these last couple of days, but it doesn't interfere with my ability to stream. So here I am. Um, Tomorrow or on Friday, whichever one it is, I am going to finish this character, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So far, it's been looking like a pretty solid character. As long as I don't make mistakes, the character is certainly sustainable. With that being said, yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Yeah, with that being said, that's all I have to say. Um, I'll go to Vault Zero to save it there. And yeah, I would like to get to at least 50 subscribers by the end of the month. It would help a lot, but I understand if it's not possible. Anyway, I'll come back later. Let's see if there's someone that we can raid.